islands, where stars whisper secrets untold. A rift tears through the astral veil, and sanity reigns, its grip unfolds. Cultists chant in shadowed halls, their voices a hymn to chaos unbound. They conjure up forbidden falls, to summon the fallen, lost and unfound. Unfound. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Across fractured plains, reality trembles, mountains weep, rivers twist in desperate prayer. The sun blinks, uncertain of its emblem, as eldritch horrors crawl from the lair. Their forms twisted and malefic, born of nightmares and forgotten dread. They drift through astral currents, a beacon for those who seek madness instead. Oh, astral winds carry on free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Every bone. In forgotten temples and cursed groves, heroes gather, there is all unyielding, to chase the ripples of reality's coves and confront the abyss, both fearsome and appealing. Oh, astral winds carry on free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. As the final verse echoes the starlit skies and death trembles on the lips of all, the abyssal maw opens, galaxies within, ready to consume all those who stall. Yet whispers of valor and unity persist in the eminent astral reckoning. Perhaps hope shall win.
All right, welcome in. Hello to everybody who is hanging out with us tonight. We are running tonight session 24 of Echoes of the Fallen Ascendant. Ascendant. Let me try that again. We are without Kevin this week, unfortunately, but we do have our other four members. We are locked right in the heat of a combat, so bear with me as this is going to be quick. We're going to do a quick recap of notes and then dive straight back into this thing. We'll see you all at the end. All right, hello.
Hello, mic check.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good.
Okay, actually I can hear you clearer this week than I think I ever have before.
Oh, I guess it helps wiping your computer completely clean and starting fresh.
There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and do the session recap real quick. So session 23, we began on Winnell the 26th, 4253 PFH at 8 a.m. So the group awoke in the morning and made the half-day journey to the replenishment camp. When they arrived, they met with Tundra and her allies, had a meal, and discussed the happenings of northern Brackenwood. Afterwards, she opened the way as far as her magic would allow, and the group ventured forth. When they arrived at the clearing near dusk, the group set up camp for the evening and went to bed, taking watches throughout the night. In the morning, the group left Pearl and Gorin and headed west. When they approached the next clearing, the group snuck up close to the sounds of what appeared to be snarling. Payne performed an incantation and blessed the group with an aid spell, which, unfortunately, by its very nature, grabbed the attention of the wolf pack ahead of them. Combat broke out, and a man dressed in brown robes ran for the cave mouth. Over the next 30 to 45 seconds, they fought on until creatures began emerging from the cave. With the wolves defeated, however, the group braced themselves for the next wave of dog-sized rats and a creature that appeared to be feline in nature, but with two large, displacing tentacles on its back. And that's where we're picking up this session. So, XP for last session. We had RP was 100, and skill checks, unfortunately, there was not many of those, as it was a pretty, I mean, we did actually a pretty decent amount of RP, but it was all internal and party-oriented. But then we only had skill checks worth 50. So everybody gets 150 experience, and I will be adding that to Kevin's sheet.
Can I confirm that at 3535?
Hold on, I do not have my chart open. But I will open it. So 3535 and Canis 3395. Give me just 1 sec. I'm gonna hook Dench up with some XP here. Alright. Dench is good. Okay, so we'll be picking up this session, session 24, on Winnell the 27th, 4253 PFH at 11 a.m. Alright, so nobody has anything for me, then we're gonna go ahead and just kick this shit off and get ourselves back to combating. I hope you all like the little witchy bolt that I threw in here, by the way, for Lyra.
I love it.
I do have one thing.
Sure.
A request. About an hour and a half in, can we do like a real quick bio break for everybody so nobody's walking out mid RP or anything like that?
Probably not. I can't guarantee an hour and a half to be able to stop it. I mean,
Well,
if you need to step away,
yeah.
you can step away. Why do we have something going? Do you need to step away?
No, I'm just like throw in a bio break at midpoint in the stream just so people don't have to run off to do their
Oh,
bio
I see what you're
breaks
saying.
randomly.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that because if somebody has to
Okay.
pee, if someone has to pee anyways, or God forbid something even more severe comes up and they have to get up and run out, then that would have all been for naught. Now, if we were running
Alright.
our long session, our Saturday sessions, we absolutely take a midday break.
Okay. I was hanging in there the other night and I was like, okay, well, that's it. I gotta go.
I mean, you guys see sometimes, I mean, trust me, being the DM, it's very, very hard. I will have to get up, throw my headset on, and as you guys are asking questions, I'm shouting answers from the bathroom for Candace to relay to what's happening. We do the best we can.
Yep. Okay, that's all I had.
All right. Okay, let me go ahead and kick off some music. All right. So we are at the top of the round, and it is their turn, meaning the beast in front of you and the rat. So we're gonna go first. Okay, so the beast that's got the witch bolt around it is gonna strike out at Amelia. And that is going to hit. Actually, that is going to do more than hit. That is a nat 20. That's a good way to start off the evening. Wait a second here.
We have different definitions of good, and that's coming from the paladin. That's an evil way to start off the evening.
Yeah, so that is 25 points of damage total. Now, mind you, that's crit damage. That is between bludgeoning and piercing. As one of the tentacles strikes out at Amelia, it catches her chains, and these long barbed hooks kind of curl through the chainmail, latch into your flesh, and tear a chunk of the chainmail off. It is going to lash out with the other tentacle.
Also at me?
Yes. Yep, you were
Okay.
the last one to hit it, so, and badly.
Yeah, fair.
So that is a hit. It is not a crit, but it is a hit. And that is for a total of 13 points of bludgeoning and piercing.
As Amelia crumples, the light is going to go out.
Alright, and you also take a level of sundered armor. Alright, the light is out. So you guys see Amelia, the second tentacle hits, and as it does so, it peels away this huge swath of the chains just kind of explode onto the ground. Sounds like a beggar has just lost his hat on the ground as the coins kind of ting 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 ting. Except it is not coins, it is your paladin's armor. Alright. Next is not that creature. Dead, dead, dead. Not dead. Alright, give me one sec here. So these two... So the rats begin to move. Alright. So both of these rats down on the... or up on the left-hand side, kind of swing wide around the beast that's got the witch bolt on it, and they are both going to strike out at Dench. Okay, and those are both hits. Thankfully, they're rats. Not a whole lot of damage, but I'm going to go ahead and mark some HP off just for clarity's sake, since I would always announce it anyways. It's a total between the two bites of 7 points of damage. And then... this is going to be him rolling...
I think he has a D4 on saves for the 8. I don't know if it'll help.
It might help.
Less
Good
also?
call.
That the D4
Yeah,
is
that's
less.
the D4. Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry, I was looking at spells.
Okay, so that is for the first one. And that is for the second. Okay, got it.
Good call, Lucy.
Yep. Candace, you sound you were pulling. It sounds like from your camera. Very very odd audio quality. Okay, so the next 4 rats. 1, 2. And 4. So Canis gets surrounded. So the first rat, as it bolts in between the large beast and the giant rat, it jumps on top of Amelia and begins to burrow into the wound. And as it does so, Amelia, you will fail 1 death save. You guys see literally, it burrows its snout and its teeth into the wound and just begins, tearing chunks of her flesh out. Canis, then the one directly in front of you is going to attack you, and that will be a hit. And that will be for 6 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay, good. The next 2 rats, the 2 on the right, are also attacking Canis. Fucking double nat 1s. Bitches have advantage, that's terrible. Double nat 1s on the first attack, they have advantage because they have pack tactics. The second one is going to be a hit. Not a crit, but it is a hit. Canis, that's another 4 points of piercing damage, and I need another Constitution saving throw. Hey, I think me rolling double nat 1s on advantage balances out the nat 20 to start it off, so... Ooh, what the fuck,
No.
Canis?
No, it does not.
Don't tell me. Don't.
I'm not saying anything.
Inspiration on that.
Okay, yeah. I don't need to tell you anyways. A nat 1 with a +0? It just makes it.
Oh, you're supposed to do a lot better.
Well,
Okay, so that's a
I don't
6.
even know if a
Also-
I don't even know if a D4 will save me.
I was gonna say you're blessed anyways, so yeah, go ahead and see what happens.
Try it.
It,
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Roll. That just slid across the fucking screen.
it did just slide across the screen and hit the border.
Okay. Yeah, Kane is it. They all just bite and begin to tear at you. You have no idea what way is up and what way is down right now because everything hurts pretty bad. So, but pain.
Sorry, did you say what? If I like got anything from the bite? Or
Nope,
if I
I'm not
just-
going to say anything about it until it's time.
Okay.
But I've noted your roll.
That
I
scares me,
am.
roll right.
I am going to close wounds on. Oh no, close wounds. She needs 1 hit point, doesn't she?
Yep.
Dang it. Okay, well then we've got to go with a cure wounds
All
on
right.
Amelia.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad fucking cure wounds.
That'll do.
Okay, so yeah, the power of the forge rings out, and Pain reaches down and lays hands on Amelia. Amelia, your eyes kind of flicker open, and there is a rat. Literally, its snout is half stuck in an open wound in your chest as it begins to seal itself. It just barely yanks its snout out with a piece of your sinew in its jaws, and it looks you square in the eyes. Its beady little red bloodshot eyes just humming with evil energy.
I'm gonna say that's it for me. That was my action. That was gross.
Welcome to my world. All right. Okay, so those 3 are dead. Amelia.
Amelia just gasps back into existence, very painful existence suddenly. She's going to kind of shove the rat off first as she gets up. So standing from prone,
Got it?
she just kind of like has one arm against her stomach for a moment, then she just stares down at the thing, shakes her head, grips her blade, and attempts to swing at it.
Okay, at the rat that was just on her.
Yeah, I don't think she's in the right mindset to go for the big displacer beast yet.
That's
Something
fair.
about seeing your intestines in a rat's mouth.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking gross.
So this will be two-handed, no extra modifiers. I think that might still ignore that +4. It's a 23.
Okay. Yeah, 23 hits. What's the +4 from? What's the double bonus?
My channel divinity, I hadn't turned it off yet.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that still hits. Definitely hits the rat. Go ahead and give me some damage.
And this is two-handed because I still don't have my shield out. Oh, minimum damage. That is not good there.
All right, you still slash a good chunk out of it. As you come down, you hit it across the back of the head. You sever one of its ears completely, and it begins to bleed out, but it's still standing.
I think she's just trying to recenter herself in this fight. I'm not gonna do anything else there.
All right, moving on to Dench. So you guys see for a second, as Dench is kind of surveying everything around him, he momentarily freezes up. Like, he just stands still. Both of his axes kind of in a defensive position. He takes a couple really labored breaths, and then you see him kind of shake his head, and he is going to swing at the rat that was also on Amelia with his hand axe. Okay, and that is not a hit. But he has both of his axes out, if I remember correctly from last time, so he will use his bonus action to attack with the offhand. And that is also a miss. Okay.
Does a bless work for attack rolls?
Is it an attack roll that it works for? Is it attack rolls and saving throws?
Payne, you mind confirming?
Yeah, the Keeper of the
Sorry,
Bless
I was-
needs to stay on that because I'm not gonna backtrack.
It is for attack rolls and saves.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, so he excuse me, he rolled a 4 on the first attack. That would still not have hit it. The second one, he rolled a 2, and that still would not have hit it. Okay, that's Dench. Lyra.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action to zap the freaking Displacer Beast again with my Witch Bolt.
You said, oh, that's an action you have to use?
Yeah,
Okay, so go ahead and roll your 2d12, because I believe you upcasted at second level.
correct. 16 points of lightning damage.
Yeah, so you guys, Lyra has this purple lightning that's kind of channeling and spinning around both her, like this current of electricity that's bouncing between her and the Displacer Beast. And there's this burst of energy that kind of radiates off of it as she focuses and charges energy. And yeah, it fucking fries this thing. It is still alive. However, it is smoking from the ends of both of the tentacles, what's left of the one. It is smoking from its eye sockets, and it is bleeding like this black sludge from its mouth. It is horrifically wounded.
She'll, for my environmental, she'll yell out, finish him off and we'll get the rats. And question for you, are the rats' eyes like glowing red?
All of them. Yep,
And
everything.
this dude too?
Can't see, he's got a hood up.
Okay, he's got a hood up. Okay. And the Displacer Beast is too.
100%.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
And all of the wolves.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Canis.
Can't do that right now.
He's fucked.
I'm gonna attack the rat to my right, not focused.
Understood. Okay, got it.
The one, I think that's the one that bit me, correct?
Yeah, you got bit by 2 of them, but that's one of them, yep.
Alright, I will bite that one with Bonded Ally, because Amelia's right behind me.
You mean Lyra?
Lyra, right. Sorry, I was looking at names down below.
Nope, he likes me more. Confirmed.
We'll make a friend out of you yet. Alright, well, 13 hits. No need to even bless yourself. We'll consider we'll consider the bless already baked in. Because you
I'll roll
hit.
a d4 anyway, because that's my damage.
Alright, cool. Alright, so 8, and
here's
is that...
sneak attack.
Yep, got it.
That's great damage. 19.
It's great.
Yeah, so this thing, as it lets go of your rear haunch, you turn around, almost as if you were getting ready to start playing with your tail, but instead you grab this thing by the side of the face, and as you bite down, you feel your teeth pierce through the top of its skull deep enough to where it completely, like, seizes up in your mouth and then goes completely limp. Like, you feel everything just fade in it.
Cool. Canis is currently playing tank for Lyra. Therefore, instead of helping anyone else, he's going to bonus action. I'm going to take the dodge action.
Understood. Bonus action dodge. Okay, and that, what does dodge give you?
It gives them disadvantage to hit me.
On all, or just the first attack?
All.
All? Okay.
Because it's a stance I'm taking.
Understood. Okay. Next.
Scratch that, I can't do that. It's only dash, disengage, or hide out for cunning action.
Understood. Thank you. I appreciate you having that integrity. Alright, so the dude in the brown robe runs over where you had just killed the rat, and as he steps over you and looks down, you see the longsword come up. It's this really gnarly looking, almost black-bladed longsword, but at the end of it is like, it looks like a shepherd's crook, but it is a fucking knife. It's almost like a sickle attached to a longsword. And he is going to swing at you.
You know what?
Okay, so that is going to be a hit. So that is only for 3 points of slashing damage. And that's his turn. He's not as impressive as he looks. Okay.
Thank goodness.
Back to the... yeah, no shit. Back to the beastie with the tentacles. Alright, so seeing that Amelia just got back up, let me just take a look at one thing. Ah, perfect. Okay, so it is going to lash out, and it is actually going to attack Pain with its tentacles, as its reach is 10 feet.
If it hits, I'm going to use my reaction.
4?
The interception.
You need your shield attached.
I do not.
You don't?
I can use it with a melee weapon.
Okay, and no details on how that has to be equipped, one-handed or two-handed? I'm just making sure because you've been swinging two-handed, so...
When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus 2.
Perfect.
You must be wielding a shield or a simple or martial weapon to use this reaction.
Got it. Okay, go ahead and use your reaction, as it does strike the shit out of him.
I will reduce that by 7.
Okay, so then you are only going to take... You are only going to take 2 points of piercing damage, Pain. And as Amelia throws her blade in the way and kind of bats at the tentacle that barely scrapes you, it is going to re-divert its second attack and strike out at Amelia.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's... Okay, that is definitely
I
gonna
did
hit.
reduce my AC with this sundered on both my token and my character sheet.
Beautiful, thank you. Yeah, it rolled way higher than your normal one, so, but I appreciate that. Alright, so this is just a standard hit. So that is going to be... So that is 12 points of... that's 9 points of piercing and 3 bludgeoning, so 12 total.
That puts me down to 0 exactly.
Okay, so Amelia falls unconscious. Alright. And Amelia, that is a second level of Sunder. Actually, I take that back. You're unconscious. You're not dying.
A side note, the blue circle is AC, right?
Correct.
I never updated it from the 13 to the 15 because I started using a shield, so I just updated it.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It, just so you know, it rolled a 21 to hit you, so it would have hit you anyways. But I do appreciate you doing that, because I will click on it and just read it as whatever it is.
So screw your 15.
So fuck your 15! No.
Yeah.
Alright, next. So now, this rat is going to jump on Amelia, and it is going to bite her. Let me just make the roll and make sure it's not a crit. Not like it's... Actually, it wouldn't matter, because she's just going from unconscious to dying. So Amelia, now you are dying.
Does that then mean my armor...
Now you have level 2 Sunder, yes.
Okay. Is that just an additional -1?
Yep. It's just... So the way it works is you get -1 until you get to 3 levels of Sunder. At that point, it's completely inoperable armor. It is got 0 function to it until it's repaired. Okay.
Okay.
So that's that rat. Second rat in front of... Oh, that one... Over there. Okay, so we've got 2... Okay, so both of these things are going to attack Dench again.
And I'm sorry, did that give me a failure as well, or I am just...
No, you just went to... Because unconscious to dying, it's just... You've just begun dying. Okay, so the first one misses. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, the second one does hit. Pain, I just do me a favor and roll a concentration check, Constitution saving throw, because you did get hit. So I need to make sure that bless is there before... Okay, Dench is still looking good.
Holy cow, I don't know what happened, but That was not what I tried to do. I got
Okay. Oh, it's because, yeah, you have Warcaster, so you roll with advantage. So it throws
Oh.
2 d20s. So yeah, it's fine, though. 17 is perfectly fine. They ain't
Okay,
breaking
good.
your concentration with a little kitty tentacle tickle. It sounded way grosser than I wanted it to, and I apologize about that. Okay, the last 2 rats are going to jump at Canis.
Deserved.
Okay, so that is a hit. So that is 5 points of piercing damage from the rat in front of you. The second rat jumps at you. Also going to be a hit, but rolling to make sure it's not a crit. Nope. Ooh, but it was a dirty 20. Alright, so the second one, that is 6 points of damage. 6 points of piercing.
Canis goes down.
And you guys see Canis as these rats, both these dog-sized rats, jump on the jackal and just begin to viciously tear him apart. Okay, now the good thing is you don't lose Bless. Alright. Pain.
I'm going to do what I probably should have done last round and do a healing word on Amelia as a bonus action, followed by the close wounds.
Understood. Alright.
So here's the healing word.
Mm-hmm. Not bad for a healing word. So he whispers words of wisdom. Let it be, Amelia, rise. As her eyes flicker open momentarily. Followed by a quick incantation and a light touch to the shoulder. Amelia, if you would like to use your hit dice for that.
Yep, we're still at 1, correct? Until
Correct,
level
until
5?
level 5, yep.
Plus your con.
Plus
modifier.
con, yep.
I clicked it. I don't see a thing happening. I apologize if this does this twice.
It's alright, we can see the log. Or at least I can see the log. But yeah, I don't see it coming across quite yet. There we go.
Also
so
8,
6.
because I just did it manually.
Beautiful. There you go. And then just make sure that you mark off one of your hit die for me. Perfect, yeah. So, in the matter of just a few moments, Pain manages to get Amelia up and on her feet again.
And that is all I can do.
Alright. Amelia.
Amelia just groans for a moment. But before she stands up, she is going to reach out a hand and touch Canis. And I am going to use my action to put let's put 15 into him.
Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, got it. I'm sorry, you said how much?
15,
15?
leaving 5 in my pool.
Got it. Yep. Okay. So Amelia reaches down, in between this rat fest that's on top of Canis, and as she lays her hand on him, some of his fur begins to slosh off, and the skin begins to peel back, and a divine glow rockets through her palm and into Canis. And Canis, you immediately wake up with these rats literally inside your entrails, being forced out through the healing process of the magic.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
That was very much a Lucy thing, I take it. I doubt Canis would say that. Amelia is going to, as she starts to push herself back onto her feet, she's going to say, "Sorry, but you can't be done yet." And then she's going to stand up, wobble a little bit, glance back at Payne, just do the very grateful nod, and then tiredly put her hands back on her sword.
Can
So
Payne throw in a comment? Or, I mean, just
Sure.
as she was getting up, he'd be like, "Get up, move faster."
Oh, shit. As her chainmail continues to spill all over the ground, she's much lighter now.
yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Ow. She'll just. Nope. She's not going to say anything else. She's just going to focus on getting ready for the next onslaught.
All right. So Dench, again, he freezes. Momentarily. And then he is going to swing at the rat to his right with one of the hand axes. And that is a hit. That's for 4 points of damage. He kind of chops into one of its haunches. It does not go down, but it looks pretty grievously wounded. He begins to panic, and as he's pulling it out, you guys can see his hands are literally shaking. The axes are almost sliding up and down in his hands, and he does not get his bonus action this turn. Lyra.
Noticing that, she'd say, "Dench, it's okay, everyone's fine." And then turn her attention to the Witch Bolt, and I'm going to use my action for that again.
Understood.
It's going to be 10 points of lightning damage.
And it had exactly 10 hit points remaining.
Okay.
All right, so Lyra, another pulse of the arcane energy warps through the channel, the conduit, and as it hits the beast, its whole body, all the hairs stand on end. The remainder of its tentacles go straight out, along with its tail, as its whole body seizes for a moment. And as the arcane energy fades, it collapses to the ground in a smoking heap.
All right, and then she's gonna.
That's the best use of Witch Bolt, I just want you to know, that I've ever seen since we've played 5e.
Oh, thanks.
No,
I mean, how much
I'm not
damage
just
was it?
saying like, hey, good job, champ. I'm saying like that was the most effective, truly the most effective.
Yeah, it was.
It was a lot of damage. It was,
It was
10 plus what you did 12 last time,
I think it was
right?
a total of 38.
I mean, that's fucking crazy for a first level, well, second level spell.
Second, I did do it second level. And then she'll, very satisfied look on her face, turn toward the rats that are attacking her best friend.
Okay. Anything else?
Unfortunately not.
Canis.
Canis will hear Amelia's comment and be like, and stand up, shaking the rats off, and go,
Yeah, but would it kill for 5 more minutes?
yes, it would, I know. And then he will attack the rat directly in front of Amelia.
Understood.
With bonded ally.
Okay, that hits, but you can roll again to see if it's a crit. Oh yeah, definitely not. Okay, go ahead and give me some damage.
Critical failure.
Yeah, hey, that's alright. We'll take the dirty 20. So as Amelia is getting back up onto her feet, Amelia, you kind of are like looking over your shoulder at Payne's comment, and as you look back over, like a terrier digging for a rat in the burrows of England. Canis is on top of this fucking thing, just shaking the shit out of the back of its neck, and with two like quick bursts of shaking, you hear a loud, and its whole body just goes limp. Anything else, Canis?
He'll kind of turn to the others, and I will bonus action. Say, Dench, calm down. It's just rats. And he specifically looks at the guy next to him as saying that.
You rat face fucker.
Exactly. And I'm going to bonus action, if I don't die before he gets his turn, helping action, bonus action, help action.
To
the rat next to him.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, understood. All right, the dude in the robe, the man in the yellow hat. Here we go. It is going to swing. Actually, it's going to probably change gears right now, and it's going to swing at Lyra. Oh, dirty! I rolled a nat 1. So it comes down at you, and you just see now the hood kind of pulls back, and you see his eyes are you can't even see pupil. It's just blood red, and he's gritting his teeth so hard you could tell there's blood coming out of his mouth and something hanging off his lip that looks like maybe part of his own tongue. And his teeth are gritting so hard you can see fractures in the front of the teeth as he comes down at you with this crazy permanent grin, and he just fucking whiffs. He is in an absolute blood fury. Back to the top, round 9. Just so you guys know, there's a couple of spells that are going to be going poof in the next round here. Okay. Displacer Beast is dead. Wolves are dead. I got 2, 3, 4 rats. Okay, so both the rats are going to attack. They're going to attack Dench again. And try. Okay, that's going to be a hit. Okay, he's actually, just to be clear, Dench is still looking pretty good. He is bloodied, to be clear, but he's not at the tail end of it all. Okay, he's fine. The second rat. Both misses. Alright. The 2 rats in front of Canis, they are indeed going to attack Canis. Okay, so that's going to be 1 hit. Okay, so they both hit. So that is going to be for a total of 7 points of piercing damage, as they do both manage to land a blow on you. Pain.
Close wounds on Amelia to start with.
Okay.
And verbal Dench, you might have to heal yourself.
Damn, that's a good one.
And that is it for me.
All right. So, a soft, sweet incantation followed by some words of "you need to fucking figure it out." And on to Amelia we go.
Amelia is going to step up. And she is going to swing at the rat in front of Canis.
Understood.
Hey, that's mine.
Okay, 16. 16 is a hit. Oh, shit. Yeah. So Amelia rears back with the longsword, and as she comes down with both hands, this thing is on Canis, like latched onto one of his jowls, and the longsword just cleaves its head straight from its body, and its mouth kind of instinctively goes wide and lets go of Canis.
Okay. Then she's actually going to go one forward. And she's going to turn and say to Canis, get back by pain before you bleed out. And she, now looking considerably better than she did before, stares at this rat.
Okay. Alright, so on to Dench. Now, Dench, I believe you said he had advantage on his first attack against the rat next to him, Lucy?
Yeah, the help action.
Got it. Okay, so he's going to utilize the help action.
With a +4.
Woof.
Yeah, bless. Oh, that's.
Yeah, give me one sec. God, yeah, with advantage, he did not roll well. But let's go ahead and see what the bless does. Still one shy. Yep. That was terrible. That's weird. I don't know why that didn't come through that time.
Yeah, it didn't. It was
Yeah, what the fuck? So he rolled a 6 and a 2 for his advantage roll. He has a +4, so that was a 10. He rolled a 1 which, on the d4, which was an 11, and that's still a miss. And again, he panics. And you guys see, as he swings wide, misses this thing, he rears back, and he kind of looks around, looks down at Canis, looks and makes eye contact with the hooded figure that is grinning its teeth out of its own head and swinging wildly at Lyra, and he clams up, he freezes. Lyra.
Lyra would see that and trying again to bring him back. Dench, our heads aren't on backwards. And then turn to the rat-faced asshole. I am going to...
Wait, the rat-faced asshole or the rats? Because there are two creatures on the field. Okay, and one is actually a rat.
Yeah. But the hooded dude is next to me right here, right?
Correct, but to be clear,
that's
he
what I
does
was
not have rat
I know.
features.
This is
Okay.
just what we referenced.
I'm just making sure that there's no confusion. I don't want you guys coming back in 6 sessions and going, oh yeah, the were-rat that we fought?
Okay, so I'm going to take out my other scimitar, and I'm gonna swing at him with my main one first.
Okay.
I'm gonna add the D4, I guess.
No need, you hit him.
Okay,
It's not
that
with
hits.
advantage, so yeah, you hit him.
Okay,
Yeah, this dude's just wearing robes.
that's 8 points of slashing. Assuming he's still up, I'm gonna try to swing him.
He is still up, yep. So you slash at him with the first scimitar, and you cut him across the midsection, kind of going upwards towards his like rib cage. As you hit the rib cage, you feel the scimitar, the heft of it, crack at least 3 of the ribs, and it only stops because the sternum. The second attack, go ahead and roll damage for me.
As
Crit
she
damage.
does this, she says, "I'm so sorry." It doesn't get a bonus, so I just rolled 2d6.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's 11, but I didn't see it come across.
What the hell's going on? Yeah, I see it though. It's an 11. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, as you say, I'm sorry about this. This thing, he doesn't even look phased, by the way, by the first blow that just tore through his rib cage. He's just going back with both hands again, and as he's coming down at you, you swing up with the scimitar and sever both of his hands. As that happens, his forehead meets the tip of the long edge of the scimitar, and you cut off a good quarter of his scalp. He immediately falls forward onto the ground, part of his brain rolling out of his head, and he shudders a few times. You see, face down, there's a flash of red from underneath the hood, and he goes still.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, anything else, Lyra?
I think that's enough.
Oh, come on. Canis.
You terrible murderer. No. Canis says, Well, don't be firstly because he's in Lyra, but then he's also heard her complaining about Dench, so he'll bonus action disengage
Understood.
from the rat and go 5, 10, 15. You can't see me because I'm under the displacer beast. But he'll be there. Right next to the
There you
rat, and I will
I got you.
fight the rat.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
I will roll a d4. I don't know why the d4 didn't come across.
That does hit.
Cool, I will bite this rat.
Alright, give me some damage.
Damage.
Alright, so, Kane is, again, you jump up on top of this thing, and as you do so, you kind of throw it off balance, and as it goes off balance, you hit it with your snout, in kind of like the throat area, and then bite inward. As you do so, again, you know now where the weak spot on these little fuckers is, and as you bite down, you feel the crunch, and it shakes, and then just goes limp.
As he runs over next to Dench, he just goes, "Oh, for the love of!" And then as he kills the rat, he'll be like, "There, now pay attention." And then he'll move one up, be next to Pain.
Alright.
So he's followed all of Amelia's orders and gone down.
Alright, I'm cycling through a lot of dead shit here. Bear with me. I got 2 things left. Okay, so Rat 1 and Rat 2. So Rat 1 is going to attack... It's gonna attack Pain, or I mean, not Pain, I'm sorry, Dench again, because they were just so focused on it. It does not get advantage, because it no longer has an ally within 5 feet, and I rolled an 8, so that's a miss. Next one is going to turn and attack Amelia. And that is a 7. Alright, end of the rat's turn. Pain.
Close wounds on Canis.
Alright, Canis, you can utilize a die if you would like.
And that's gonna be it.
Okay. It's a great place to be. It's a good spell.
That dice didn't roll. It landed on the corner and stayed there.
You shut up and take your 2. You know how much you fucking killed? Amelia.
I have a rat to continue working on.
And Canis, just make sure you update your yellow bar to reflect the use of that. Alright. Amelia, rat killer, rat catcher. Actually, Kane is rat catcher. He's been fucking these things up.
Oh, I think Amelia's like kind of looking back to keep an eye on, and just she misses when she swings.
Yeah, it's kind of a wide. This thing is now into like survival mode, and unfortunately, just didn't manage to land. Anything else though?
Though it's going to open herself up to an attack, she is going to step back so she's within intervention range.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, it's definitely going to take the opportunity and rolls a 7, so it misses. All right.
oh, okay. Then I'm going to go back. I think. Nope. I'm gonna stay up 1.
Okay.
That's where I'm
All
going.
right. Dench. So, Dench, you see him, again, he takes a couple really deep breaths, and you hear him, he says, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Oh shit. And he kind of blinks, and he kind of looks around, not entirely sure where he's supposed to be looking, and then he turns in between Canis and Pain, and he's gonna try to chop at one of these little fuckers. Well, the little fucker that's in that range. Oh! That's a nat 20. Alright. And, give me 1 second, he gets to roll an extra d6 because of his orc feature. So, That's weird. The damage stuff isn't coming through.
So strange.
Okay, so that is a total of 7. That is 10. This thing had exactly 10 hit points. Alright, so as he swings around, he just comes down as it starts to focus on him, in between him, Canis, and Pain, and he hits it square in the back and just splits its spine down the center. The axe literally, like, pins it to the ground, and then he freezes up and cannot use any remaining actions. Lyra.
Lyra, a familiar-looking ball of flame will appear in her hand, and I'm going to use Firebolt on the last remaining rat.
Okay.
I don't need to use the D4, right?
No.
Okay.
That is a hit. So the
2 points of fire.
ball of fire streaks forward, grazing the rat's fur, caressing it gently and warming it ever so slightly. It
Well,
doesn't
faces are
really
cold.
look fazed by that.
Alright, well, fuck you too, rat.
Anything else?
Nope.
Canis.
Cool. Okay, Canis is gonna go 5, 15, past Amelia, 25 back here in front of her. He doesn't like fuzz, so he's going to bite this rat.
Alright. Give me an
Actually,
attack
we'll go
roll.
1 down, so I can get,
Got it.
because he's smart enough to know he gets advantage with Amelia around. I mean, Lyra around.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
well,
2 times tonight! One more time and we change character sheets!
Alright, my bad.
4.
I'm gonna roll before I die.
D4.
No, he gets advantage.
Oh, right. D4.
Oh no, that... Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, the 15 hits. God damn. Alright. Alright, that is the last combatant in this combat, so Canis, how would you like to finish this?
I think he's kind of similar to like everything else, where he just kind of like runs past the others and then just kind of like slides in front of Amelia, and then while he's distracted, Amelia into near Lyra, and then while he's distracted on Amelia, he like pounces on its neck and just kind of presses it down, and then like bites it.
Yeah. And again, in a very terrier rat catcher like fashion, he is on this thing, grabs it, gives it a couple quick shakes. There's an audible crack, and the rat ceases to be.
He then says, "Why is it warm?"
I didn't want you to have it raw.
Alright, so you guys find yourselves, and bear with me just one moment, I'm going to pull all these blessed things off. I think we actually might go back to the yellow blessed symbol, because these things, they only, I can make them into a 5x5, but it still takes up a 3x3 block, and I fucking hate it. So we're just going to use the yellow symbols, the yellow sun symbols for blessed like we did in Canis' campaign. So, the combat comes to an end, and you guys are kind of standing here. I mean, it's silent. It is still dead silent. And give me just 1 second. Let me just give you a descriptor. The remainder of the enemies continue to bleed out, those that were perishing. And Dench stands with his axe in hand and just slings them to the side, and as he turns around, you guys would just notice momentarily that his gaze is that of somebody who has just seen an atrocity, some sort of potential warlike experience. His pupils are nothing but pinpricks, and he is sweating profusely. Payne, go ahead.
So, Payne would, before he did all of that, or as he was doing that, Payne would put a hand out to close wounds on him. And I'd like to think this all happened in a matter of a minute, and Pain has never put out so much divine power in a minute. He used all of his spells, his divinity. I'd like to think he's like he just got out of a hot tub and he's like steaming with like too much energy, and he's just like, oh, it's exhausted, but here, Dench.
Yeah, and as you begin your incantations on him, you guys even as you look down, like, I mean, and it is cool out, mind you. It is technically winter time, even though you're on a southern continent. His head and his beard are physically, there is steam rising off, and as you look down at his holy symbol, it is glowing red like a hot coal, and is also steaming and giving off this fiery Moradinian raw dwarven fucking beard energy. I mean, literally, it's literally like he just pulled the thing out of a fucking fire and slapped it on his chest. It doesn't seem to be hurting him, but you can tell this man just put in a good day's work.
Lyra
Canis
would-
is-
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna roll just to be clear. I'm gonna roll. Dench will take probably a handful of those, so just bear with me while I roll them. But you guys go ahead and RP.
Yeah, Lyra would be stepping over immediately toward Dench. I'm gonna kneel down and pick up the Tinker Twins from where he had dropped it earlier. And as she's doing that, she's gonna look over to Pain and say, "You saved us today." And then turn back toward Dench and put a gentle hand on his arm to try to see if it changes his gaze at all.
Give me 1 second. He's gonna actually. If you'll offer it, he is going to actually accept all 4 close wounds. He was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, and like while people are talking, Pain would be like waving over Canis and Amelia if they need it.
Canis is probably just fallen down in the bush he's at, just not like exhausted. Just he just kind of just says, "I'm taking my 5 minutes."
Okay. Sorry. Give me a second. I'm trying to make sure I have Kevin's shit straight, so he doesn't come back and go, "What the fuck did you do to my character sheet?" It's like, this is why I don't like playing your character. I don't know your fucking character sheet. Okay. Here we go. So you said you're giving him the Tinker Twins back?
I just picked it up. I haven't given it back to him, and I'm putting a hand gently on his arm. She's actually very consciously not handing him the gun right now.
He goes, he kind of like looks around as you see his body is pulsing with the natural healing energy. He's still even a little bit beat up, but he looks way better than he did. He just kind of looks down at you and goes, I need a minute. And he goes over to this rock, and he sits down, and he you see he kind of puts his hands out, and as he like looks up, his eyes go from pinpricks to full, almost hallucinatory dilation, and his mouth kind of goes slack jaw. And you see his hands are kind of like reaching out in front of him momentarily, and he begins to sweat again. And then his hands come down towards the ground, and you see he begins making these weird motions. You guys could give me... Oh boy, I don't even know what to make this one. You guys can give me... I'll tell you what, anybody interested can give me a history check to potentially see what he's doing. Okay. So Amelia, yeah, you have no idea. Lyra, you're not entirely sure, like, what the hand motions are, but he's obviously doing something and it's repetitive. Pain and Canis, you absolutely would recognize this. It's like he's cleaning a gun. It's like he is checking and cleaning a gun, and he's going through the motions, and when he gets to, like, the tail end of it, he starts the process over. And he just continues this on loop. What are you guys doing?
I would go over next to Canis and kind of kneel next to him and give him a couple pats with the divine energy included in it for closed wounds. Kind of a Dench is gonna need a minute.
Okay,
Looks like he's cleaning a gun or something.
but that's in my backpack.
Probably just a habit. Calming motion.
Okay, well, I think as much as I don't want to split us up, it's still deathly quiet here, and we haven't gotten the crazy stone in the holy water yet. I think we need to do that.
I think during this, while they're talking, Amelia is just going to um sit probably like near one of the corpses, not like steps back just enough so she's not fully sitting on a wolf corpse, and is just going to holy symbol and is praying and trying to come to terms with what the fuck that fight was.
Lyra, do you think there's any more in the cave? Sorry.
No, just really quick. Kana's, as kind of pain like reaches out and lays those hands on you. I need you to subtract 11 hit points. The spell has no effect on you. You can also add your HD back.
I don't think there's anything left in there. I feel like it would have come running out by now. I really think we need to, in case there are more things in the area that might come back to this spot, move with purpose here.
Yeah, quickly get in, find it, get out, and get back to the grove. I'm tapped, honestly, and but I'd be afraid to, like before, I guess, to just walk away from this.
Yeah, no kidding. I can feel you're tapped. Whatever you just tried to do, it didn't work at all.
Yeah,
Wait,
Pain,
what?
you would have felt that too. Like as the divine energy tried to surge through him and kind of kickstart his regenerative process, nothing happened.
Can I check Canis with a medicine check?
What are you attempting to look for?
So anything that would be a, a reason why my magic wouldn't work on him. I knew he got chewed on by rats. What else do I know? I know that rats carry disease.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a medicine check. Go ahead.
Without confirmation of anything there, Amelia hearing that would probably go and just she would have turned to go and try and put the last remaining lay on hands from her pool to with a prayer to help him heal again, not to heal, to try and remove any ailments.
Make an intelligence check, Amelia.
Okay.
Just a check. Okay. Yeah. I'll allow it. Just so you know, your character has an 8 intelligence, so I'm trying to help you combat the player intelligence versus character intelligence thing. So there will, moving forward, there will be a lot of, because we are pushing boundaries of metagaming. So, and I know you and I, we've talked about this already in the campaign, so we're going to be doing some intelligence checks for things that are kind of out of character.
Intention for that one was very specifically the background she had growing up.
Okay.
Was intended to be a varying character.
Sure,
thing.
that's fine. I'm just kind of stating where our baseline is as far as again, it's really, really, really hard to be an intelligent player and have an 8 intelligence character. So that's where we're gonna kind of go with that. But it's all right though. The good thing is the dice the dice could always roll in your favor, right? Because dumb luck is literally a thing. And a 12 is perfectly fine. So, yeah, so you reach down, and so you're going to burn 5 points to... I'm sorry, what is the ability? I knew it was lay on hands, but what's the thing in it?
I'm sorry, I'm looking for the exact phrasing. To either cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Okay, so what are you doing? Curing a disease or neutralizing a poison affecting it? Because nothing, again, you said you were doing this before anything was...
Correct. Because I described as being strictly like a prayer and a will there, I'm just going to roll on that to
Sure.
see kind of how it's going. So,
So, like, 50-50?
yep.
Okay. 50 in what direction?
Low for disease, because that's first.
Sure.
High for poison.
Perfect. That is totally fair.
So,
29.
curing a disease.
Okay. So yeah, you reach out as Payne is kind of down and looking. Kane is over. You find like the rear haunch where he had been bitten. He's got like these festering pustules that have already sprouted up around where the bite marks are. And as you get close to it, it stinks like rotting meat. So Payne, you are pretty fucking confident he has contracted some sort of disease, and as you go to open your mouth, literally Amelia's finger comes down and just as it presses into one of the pustules, it kind of pops, but there's also, as it pops, her finger goes into the wound and this energy kind of crackles from her fingertips like starlight into the wound, and it radiates through Canis' body, and Canis, you feel a hell of a lot better than you did a few moments ago.
Oh, so he's got ew. Well, okay then. Well, maybe now it will work. And I would do the closed wounds again.
All right.
Sure, I will try and roll 2 dice. Those did not roll.
Oh, they
I'll
rolled on
take
my
it anyway,
screen.
thank you.
You take your 5. All right. Okay, so what are you guys doing? And then make sure, again, Canis, sorry, make sure you do roll mark off those 2 HD then. Go ahead.
Yeah, Lyra had just said that we need to move with haste before all of that. So she'd be like, she's looking at Dench. She's obviously very concerned. She'll go, like, I would say crouch down in front of him, but she probably doesn't have to. And just, like, try to not get in his face, but make eye contact and say, Dench, we want to go get the crazy stone so we can get back. Is that okay?
He doesn't say a word. He's got a 1,000-yard stare, straight ahead, staring almost in the direction of like where that cave mouth is, and where kind of like this bloodbath is over here. I don't know if you guys can see down that far, but he's looking in that direction, and he has not stopped making the motions like he is doing something.
I'd hate to leave him
okay.
here, but maybe that would be for the best.
I mean, I don't think there's anything else in there. I think that maybe, I mean, I can stay here with him if you want, but we do have to get the disc out. I think someone should stay here.
I can stay with him. My armor's all but falling to pieces.
Yeah, as you guys, by the way, look at when she says that, her chainmail. Now, mind you, you're just wearing a chain shirt, right? Or are you wearing full? No, you're wearing full chainmail. I'm sorry. One of you's wearing a chain shirt. One of you's wearing chainmail. So, but the chainmail though, from like the clavicle down to about the breastbone, is completely split open, and like the what would be the greaves are just absolutely decimated. There's nothing there. There's nothing holding them together. They've all been torn apart. And around her is a pile of 200 to 900 loose chain links.
Oh, that we'll get that fixed.
Didn't we just get that fixed?
Yeah, we'll get it fixed again.
Canis will stand up, look around, and be like,
Well, I guess you should start picking them up, and then, well, we start hitting it.
and he'll kind of like wait for whoever else to go in front.
Let me lead by one step, and Lyra, you and Canis flank me on either side. Then we should be able to be pretty safe. I should be able to take a few hits and still heal you guys, hopefully. Unless, would it be smarter to have Canis check for traps and stuff?
Might not be a bad idea.
If I have to.
You have to.
I hate to put you in front, but
No, you don't.
I'm not. Okay, fine. Just get up there. Don't die.
All right, Canis, you can go ahead and give me a perception check if you'd like, as you are. I'm sorry. Yeah, do a perception check for me. And then as you guys
Do
approach,
advantage, is it sight based?
yeah, it is sight-based. So when you guys get up here, you do notice that there are piles of bones, and then what right here looks like some sort of fresh massacre site. 18, yeah, you don't sense any traps, and being a pretty intelligent creature yourself, you would deduce as you're looking around that if there were a trap here, the entire pack of wolves that trampled right over this area, and then the 6 or 8 rats and Displacer Beast that ran across the same area would have probably triggered it, and nothing happened.
Just
Alright,
as
he'll
a
walk a couple steps ahead and be like,
Wait. These were animals. What do you mean traps? Don't you think they would have stepped in them?
I guess I was thinking more farther into the cave, but also if we
they came from
find
the
an
cave too, but I'll check.
yeah.
I'll watch from behind.
Okay, I'll lead. You just give me a little notice, and if we find an hourglass, let's not martially dispel it here.
Not around the blood, that's for sure. All right.
No,
Let's head-
I see those motions. Stop it.
You guys are no fun.
Martial dispel on top of the displacer beast.
Oh, you want to
That
play
would be-
that game
No.
tonight? Let's fucking roll.
Oh, that would be so terrible.
Oh, it would be that would be. I don't even know if I could handle that. I know you guys
Okay.
couldn't. All right. Anyways, okay. So you guys, yeah. So you guys approach. Again, there is. So what you see here, is it appears to be 2 semi-fresh corpses, kind of like in a pile here, that the wolves were feasting on, and then there are some bones scattered around to the left and the right. And then obviously there's the cave mouth with a bunch of blood streaks kind of leading inwards.
Can we tell what race the bodies were?
Make a nature check. I'm also gonna need you to be way closer.
Oh, that was rude.
That was pretty rude.
You were standing too far away.
So, yeah, Lyra, with that nat 1, like as you're looking at the bodies, it kind of hits you. Like the last kill that you got in this combat was absolutely fucking horrific, and the fact that the guy didn't even make a sound is even more mortifying to you, and you kind of have a moment where you like kind of panic a little bit. You know, it's a little bit of like a war moment almost. And yeah, you have no fucking idea about what these things are.
Yeah, Lyra would. You guys keep moving. She'd actually stop for a second. She'd just be staring at the bodies. Pretty horrified look in her face. Long distance stare.
Would I notice?
Are you? Oh, you mean Lyra? Make a perception check. I'll give you that. Yeah, you got a very high perception. Fuck, you got a high passive insight too. Jesus Christ, can't put nothing past you. 23. Yeah, you'd probably catch it.
I guess he'll just kind of turn, not to be like, he's not saying this in a rude way, but it'll probably come across that way. But because it's Canis, and he's just gonna be like, later. We'll talk about it later. For now, focus.
Yeah.
So as we're moving forward, Payne didn't notice Lyra at all because he's got his eyes forward and he's looking for anything that might be like the stone or a place they would stash the stone, keeping in mind that the other guy had it in a clamshell, and just trying to be hyper aware of everything.
Sure. Go ahead and you can give me a perception check as well.
Oh, wait, can I use my inspiration?
Sure. Yeah, you can use your inspiration, absolutely. This would be a great use for it. So, yeah, as you're kind of like looking around, especially for like places you might stash it, things that would make sense, you don't see anything that stands out. You do know that, I mean, thinking on it, the odd situation with this whole encounter was that there was like one man amongst like 24 random fucking beasts. And the last time you guys encountered them, yes, it was on the clamshell being carried by a humanoid, but you also encountered them just kind of like scattered in a desk. So it's tough to say where they might be, but you've got ideas based on them being either on an individual or in or around something. But you don't sense anything out here.
We probably should have checked that guy's body, but let's check the cave quick.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go in the cave?
Yep, keep the arrow tip formation, I think.
Okay, Amelia, just so you know, I'm pulling you down here. I know you are not in here. I am just gonna pull you down here because we're going to a new map. I'm just gonna copy y'all.
Would you like me to send you what my intentions are with her outside the cave?
If you have something specific that should be noted, like a pause and play sort of thing, then yes, please. And I will check that very momentarily. If it's just like, well, yeah, fuck it. You can send it to me anyways, because I'm gonna read it. It's not like I'm gonna look at it and be like, well, fuck that mess.
I mean, it's relatively simple, so I could
Sure.
just say it.
Sure,
if
yeah,
you
go ahead.
wanted
Go ahead.
it
Since I'm
easier.
I'm transitioning right now, so go ahead.
She's going to be working on, the cleanup of the area kind of thing. And she's just going to she'll probably in a fairly low voice just run through some of the classic like stories that she's heard to Dench while she's working in the like almost a parent telling their kid a story to kind of distract them kind of thing. And she'll just keep that running dialogue going while she's doing combat area cleanup.
Got it.
And I will be listening for as great as my perception is for other howling.
Yeah,
Snarling.
why don't you go ahead and actually give me just a preemptive, give me a preemptive perception check, please.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
appropriate.
Okay,
Because she's
yeah.
doing other things.
All right, guys, welcome to the cave. What you see is what you fucking get. So you can look around to your heart's desire and tell me what you want to do and where you want to go.
Are we trying to be quiet in here?
I don't do quiet very well. How's it look, Canis?
Canis, go ahead and give me a perception check, dude.
Those were two very different extremes.
Wow, you're doing the
fuck?
opposite thing today.
So as you come into the hallway, Canis, you will have to lead, so I'm just going to preemptively put you here. You do have to lead if you're going to be the one checking for traps. You cannot have
That's
arrow
fine.
formation. As you're looking ahead, though, with as far as your dark vision will take you, plus... By the way, do you guys have the extra light on the ground? Do you see that in here? Like, from the outside?
It's
Yeah.
yellow.
Yeah.
Right,
The yellow is supposed to be the light from the outside of the cave. That's how far it projects in. Okay, thank goodness. I wanted to make sure that worked. I tried something new, and hey, here we are. So, Canis, you get to about there, and as you look around the interior, you sense absolutely no traps. This whole cave, from what you can see, reeks like rudimentary old school hermit living, shitting in a corner, eating in the other sort of environment. Very animalistic in nature, and you're confident because you're an animal.
Yeah, fair enough. Do I need to also roll like a stealth check? Because Canis will be like sneaking up.
You
'Cause I
can,
don't
sure,
think
go ahead.
Kane and Lyra are currently moving. Yeah.
Change your dice.
He's too busy yelling.
Regardless with that, and you like shouting at them what you're seeing, with your 26 perception, and because that was your first roll, meaning it was not, the second roll wasn't higher than the first. I'm not saying it's just sight. Your smell and your sound are also picking up the fact that you do not hear shit in here. It sounds silent.
In that case, as he's like perfectly confident, he'll just immediately stop sneaking and just immediately turn around and go. No, I think it's fine. I don't see, sense, or hear anything, and I don't see any traps. Just out loud.
Awesome. Oh, who has the holy water?
I
Crap.
was gonna ask that when we were outside.
It's probably Amelia.
I've got the disc. We'll just need 10 minutes. It'll be fine.
I'll go get the holy water while you get the disc. Because I
Perfect.
could probably get there faster than you.
Rude.
But it's true. Or
It
like
is
better
true.
than two. Anyway, he's gonna run away. I will run 80 feet as bonus action dash if need be.
Okay, so sprinting out of the cave mouth as you're talking to Dench, Amelia, you see Canis literally doing that like top speed dog run where they essentially just look like an arch going, it's like cow cat, running top speed towards you.
We haven't found the stone yet.
Nope,
And
not
then
you.
Let's
he
wait for
raised his
Canis.
blade to. Canis is. Are you? What happened?
We need holy water.
Oh. How are you going to carry it?
In my mouth.
You have it closed, right?
Yes, I have it closed, but.
I'll
Yeah.
run slower.
And squeeze lighter. You're not going to be
Squeeze lighter.
breaking rat backs with that fucking thing.
Listen, I do a lot of damage, but I attack only once.
You only have to attack once if you one-shot everything you hit.
Anyway, just give it to me and come on. Or stay here, I'll go.
I'm going to. Yeah, the holy water. It's just in a flask. Does that seem like? Is it a size that he will be able to carry, or do I need to raise
Yeah,
something?
no, no. It's
Okay.
just a flask. Yeah, he can put it in his mouth. I mean, I've watched dogs pick
Perfect.
up beer bottles before, so
Sounds like a
Okay.
wild party.
always wanted a dog like that.
Say less.
Yeah, lady says no.
Yeah, lady's like, listen, bitch.
Lady said that's AI. Yeah, so she's going to go and it's a lot easier to get to now. She just reaches past all the broken chains and just hands that over to him.
Okay, yeah, and it's easy enough. You can carry it in your mouth gently and kind of prance back.
Perfect.
Okay, so we'll say for the sake of brevity, you two kind of scope out while he's away. You kind of scope out as far as your vision can see, which I can kind of see on the screen over here. Drag him back here so I know where your vision lies. Okay, I got it. All right, so you guys can see that there are blood splotches here. There's some sort of skeletal thing here. Down here in this corner, it looks like some sort of horrific effigy with a couple of corpses. There are fresh corpses here and here. The cave turns sharply to the northeast on this side. And that's what you can pretty much see so far. It's pretty gnarly in here, though.
I'm assuming we're gonna want to destroy that effigy, right? That's what we've done with all the other.
For all the good it would do. Yeah, probably. At least to put the bodies to rest as much as we can, I guess.
I mean, you're the gods, man. If we don't have to do it, then we don't have to do it.
Well, you got a firebolt in your back pocket. Maybe we'll pile
You
them
know
up
I
and
do.
we'll get them. Now, about this stone, should we proceed without Canis? Or here he comes.
No, we definitely should not.
And about that
Alright, I
time,
got your
Canis shows
bottle.
up.
All right, good job, pat, pat, pat. We did not explore without you, just in case things got crazy. So, there's the effigy. We're gonna destroy that. But let's search everything first in here as best as we can. See if we can find the crazy bone.
Yeah, search
Oh,
before we make a mess.
That reminds me, I forgot to tell Amelia to look for it. Oh my guy.
You run real
Probably for the
fast.
best. I'm not going back. She can wait.
Okay.
Thank you,
Alright,
Canis.
so we're gonna-
As a DM, I appreciate not having to wait for that again.
We're gonna start searching.
No, you guys just tell me what you're doing. I told you, what you see is what you get. So, use your dark vision for all of those of you who love your dark vision so much. Wouldn't it be so great to just flip on daylight mode if somebody lit a fucking torch?
There was a
Don't
lantern.
need that.
Yeah, and you left it with the dude at the camp. Yep.
I
I'm
think
gonna s-
Payne would check out the effigy while
Sure.
Amelia's going the other way.
Oh, you said Amelia again. You guys that's
Dang it.
fucking 3 for 3.
I even changed
Wasn't
my
me this
name to
time.
be easier from what
Lyra.
it was. Yeah, I'm gonna search these bodies over here.
Okay, so a couple of things as you guys approach. Yep, you do notice there's an effigy here. There are a couple of fresh-ish corpses over here. There's a bone pile here, and then there's something weird. It looks like there's some sort of writing on the wall down over here. Lyra, since you got to the corpses first, why don't you go ahead and give me a medicine check?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay. So you can tell. So first and foremost, so there's 2 corpses here. One of them is kind of tough to tell. It looks like probably either Elvin or Janazi. It's kind of tough to say because their skin has grayed so hard you can't really tell what they were when they were alive. But the corpse has been completely eviscerated. The second corpse, you notice, is he's definitely a dwarf. He's wearing heavy-looking kind of like breastplate with big-ass bracers that have fur tufts coming out of the top and the bottom of them. Thick black hair with just a little teeny tiny bit of white starting up in the corners. But this individual has been dead for probably a week or 2, maybe, give or take. The body is completely intact, except for his innards, which appear to have been completely torn from his torso. Pretty violently. And, give me one sec.
Okay.
Give me one sec.
Oh.
There you go. Okay, so while you're doing that, you're looking down, you identify this, well, you identify that these 2 individuals. Payne, you are approaching the effigy. Why don't you go ahead and give me a nature check? And what you see here, Payne, excuse me, is that you see a large stone. A natural stone, a stone that was here at some point on its own accord. And strapped with what appears to be some sort of really nasty looking black and gray slime and animal waste. Are 3 partially skeletal remains in some sort of weird twisted effigy of sorts.
Alright, so I won't be touching it unless I absolutely have to, and what I'm really doing is looking for that stone. If it's not
Sure,
there,
yeah,
then
if you
I'm
are,
moving
yeah.
on.
Okay, so disregard what I said. If you are completely disregarding anything about these individuals, then just give me a perception check, please. 10. You do not see the stones. You can move on. Okay, what are you guys doing?
I would move towards Lyra. probably notice what's written on the wall and take a peek at that.
Sure. So you walk as you're walking. You kind of glance up at the wall, and you see that something has definitely been written on the wall.
Lyra, there's something over here on the wall. Can I read it?
There you go. It's written in the common tongue.
Poorly.
Yeah, Lyra would go over.
Okay. So Lyra walks away from the corpses, looks up at the wall. You can see, yeah, it's the blood itself appears to be pretty. The blood itself appears to be pretty old and dried, but it's there.
I don't get it.
Well, I'm wondering if they didn't put the letters in the wrong order so that it has to be deciphered. I don't know what it would say.
Why would they do that?
Why did they create an effigy out of bodies?
Fair point.
Words. I don't even know if these are full words.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. I kind of see gun, R, but then at the end, L-U-R?
Yeah, but
L-R-U?
the L is capital, so maybe that's supposed to be at the beginning.
Wait, I have a mirror. And I'd like to look in the mirror and so through the mirror over my shoulder at this writing.
Okay. It appears to be the exact same, but reversed.
I'm flipping it in my head. Leave me alone. I still don't get it, though. Okay, you think I'm going to look. I don't get it. I'm getting a
just to warn you,
headache.
the bodies. Just to warn you, one of them's a dwarf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you say that again? My headset. I plugged it in so it would charge, so it wouldn't die, and then it died anyway. So I had to find another cable quick.
I just said all I said was I warned him that the other body was a dwarf.
Okay, thank you.
Since the bones are right here next to me, I would make sure that the thing's not, or the stone isn't in those bones, and
Sure.
then move on to these bodies on the right that Lyra pointed out.
Okay. Yep. So you pick up or you kind of like dig through the remains. Go ahead and give me an investigation check on that front. Yeah, you don't sense the bone. You don't see him in there.
Far more concerned with the bodies, I guess.
Fair enough. Okay, so okay, so you look down at the bodies again. There's one that's kind of like grayed out. You can't really tell a whole lot about what it was when it was alive, but it's pretty unremarkable. The second one you look at, again, you see a dwarf that, as you kind of look over the corpse, minus the innards that have been torn out, you recognize this individual.
Oh. Oh. Crud.
Did you say that out loud, or is that this?
Definitely.
Oh, do you know him?
Yeah.
Is it the guy you were talking about in the inn?
Yeah. He, Why would he come here by himself?
Maybe he didn't. There's another body nearby. There's several.
Come with the. Wait. Can Kenneth like kind of walk over and kind of see? Is there any insignia on like the other bodies? Like any body? Because we know
Which
that
bodies? There's many
town-
many bodies in here. So what bodies are you looking at?
the two there by Payne. They're like because I know that like the town said sent
Right.
people.
Yeah. So this is a
Don't see if there's any
dwarf.
insignia.
This is the possible elf or genasi. So do with that what you will.
Probably the elf or genasi will go look.
Okay. Yeah, so you look the individual over. There's no insignia that stands out or heraldry of any settlement.
These don't have any heraldry or anything. Thought it might have been town's garrison, but I didn't. Guess not.
Yeah, and you guys would know, by the way, like, typical townsfolk don't just wear insignia from where they're from. Like, it's guardsmen or people who belong to an organization of a city or town or village.
So this is written in common letters, but it doesn't make any sense to me. I could try to comprehend, then I'd have to touch it.
Oh, do that.
I don't think you should do that, but I think maybe write it down.
I write it down and then touch it?
Yeah, but not the blood, obviously, the ink.
Right. Yeah, she'll
Is it-
jot it down in her notebook.
Okay, then you can physically write down the picture. Whatever you need to write down. Or in your notes, or however, I don't care how you obviously do it, just you can take the note.
Note taken.
I'm sorry, Payne, did you have something?
He was going to suggest that it might be magical, but he's also kind of struggling with the death of his friend.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure we bring him out. Did you want? Okay. Did you find anything? And she's gonna start looking. I'm looking to see if I can find the stone around the effigy, around these bones. I'm gonna start searching everywhere I can.
You're going to the effigy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't find anything.
You can make an investigation check
Yeah.
if you'd like.
Me.
Sure, yeah, if that's what you do.
So close to a nat 20.
No, you don't. I mean, there are three. Again, they're not complete skeletons. They're partial corpses. They're partially skeletal, partially still fleshy. And no, you don't see any signs of any stone on them.
Nope. Nope. Not over here.
Can I see how long Dalinar has been dead?
Sure, give me a medicine check. Yeah, it's probably been a couple weeks. At max, at absolute max. There is still signs of, I mean, you could identify him immediately, so he hasn't gone that far. And again, from essentially like the belly button up, he's completely intact, save for some superficial wounds. But besides that, something got into his soft tissue in the belly and just took everything out.
So I know well past resurrection. Yeah,
Resurrection is 5 days or 2 weeks. I'm asking honestly.
I was thinking 10. I kind of remember
Is it 10?
having 10 days till Pain could be.
Give me one second. I just want to make
it-
sure that I'm
yeah.
telling you right. You said resurrection, right?
That's would be my first thought, yeah. Or Pain's thought.
So resurrection is a century. I think you were looking for raised
Oh.
dead.
Okay.
Yeah, raised
that's
dead.
just me then. Yeah, that's me being silly.
No, it's okay. There's so many variations of it that I get confused too. The only one I know by heart is Revivify because you have to use it all the fucking time. So,
Okay.
if you play my campaign, if you play Candace's campaign, you don't have to use it at all.
Clear.
Ah. Okay, so yeah, so Raise Dead is 10 days. So you would with a 17, yeah, he's either just on the cusp or right past the 10-day mark.
All right. So Payne would like respectfully gather him up, and he's gonna start carrying him out of the cave.
Okay. All right, so Payne, you guys see Payne as you guys are kind of going through the bodies and everything over here. Payne picks up this dwarf who is still unnamed and begins to carry him out of the cave. You two are going to continue just kind of doing your little your investigatory work.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we haven't missed anything.
While Lyra was looking at like the statue and Payne's dwarven friend, Candace would be like kind of going, like reading the text in his mind, not out loud, and just kind of like the best way I can explain it is if you Google Translate something and the text comes up in that language, but you see the words and how to pronounce it down below, in like English. That's kind of like my thing, where like the letters are in common, but the word itself isn't. So he's gonna kind of go through his languages to see if it means anything.
Sure, go ahead and give me just give me an intelligence check. That's a weird way to describe that, but like the perfect fucking way to describe that.
No.
Nah, it's tough. You know for a fact every character written on this image, on this block of text, is in the common tongue. So it's legible. They're all common tongue characters. It's all normal alphabet, but they obviously don't make any fucking sense. So do with that what you will. All right, so Payne, I'm gonna move you back by where Amelia is because I just want to make sure that you guys are here on the page, and can still see, but are now out of the cave. So what are you two, Canis and Lyra, doing?
Lyra would probably stop at the wall and look at it again for a second. Since she wrote it down, convince herself to leave it alone. I want to search the other body and see if there's anything on it that can identify who that was, and if not,
Sure.
We'll start.
Okay. I'm not even gonna make you roll an investigation check. There is nothing on this individual at all.
She'll, as she's doing that, she'll whisper, "I'm sorry," and then, it's just a rock over here.
Yeah, it's a rock. It's a rack.
Nothing worth investigating. Like, I'll investigate it, I guess, but I'm assuming there's not gonna be.
I mean, sure. Yeah, good. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Yeah, it's a rock.
All right. I get the feeling it's not in here. What about those bones? Did you look through those bones?
No, I can't say I have. I will check, I guess. That being said, Zayra, I do want to say out of character. I just zoomed in now, and I love that there's actual like writing, like red writing over there.
When I say what you see is what you get, what you see is what you get, and I appreciate you paying attention to my detail. Yeah. I do that on purpose because I want you guys to zoom into like, 110% and look at my map and go, holy shit, what is this little thing over here?
I'm currently on like 180, and that's how I saw it because it's so dark.
Jesus Christ, 180? Really? I go to 130 and I can see it perfectly. Oh, you might have a different size screen than me. Or maybe the resolution is
my new
off.
screen, the screen I have it on is really small.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, yeah, that's probably it. Anyways, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I mean, I guess Canis will go from like the piles of bones and just the one where we are, and then one at the entrance, and just kind of like see if there's anything in them
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
besides chewed up gross bones. Nice, you're going to jail.
Nope. You don't. You sense nothing.
No, I didn't find anything.
Okay. I bet it's on the crazy guy out there.
Probably my guess as well. So you want to shoot the effigy before we head off?
Let's make sure that's still what we want to do before I do it. Because I can't
I
undo
want to do it.
You can't. I have to. Okay, so, we'll pop out with the intention of coming back to blow up the effigy. We don't necessarily have to come back in here unless something crazy is going to happen. That's your call, but...
No, I don't care. Whatever you guys are leading this. What you see is what you get in my dungeon. So you tell me where you're going.
We're going to go out because I want to make sure.
Got it. You guys are leaving. Understood. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. You guys are back up. And I'm assuming at this point, Pain, I'm assuming you're kind of walking back towards the bloodbath.
Yeah, but I would probably go more towards Dench and outside of the battle area. Maybe here, maybe here. I'd probably lay Dalinar down there.
Okay, understood. I'm going to put a little circle on the ground to kind of indicate that for now. Okay. Amelia, you would see Pain comes walking out of the cave by himself, holding a pretty rough, worse for wear, partially consumed corpse in his hand of a dude who looks to be about the size he is, wearing pretty similar armor, and just kind of walks over by where Dench is and places him down here.
I'm assuming Amelia would still have been working on the rest of the field at that point. But she'll pause. Are you all right? Are the others all right?
They're oh, I think they're fine. I'm okay.
Think what happened?
This is my friend Dalinar. And Pain's going to start removing Dalinar's equipment and getting the body ready for a funeral pyre.
Okay, so yeah, Amelia, you would see him kind of like stripping the armor, kind of buttoning up the clothes, like trying to like stitch the abdomen back together so he's whole when he goes into the afterlife, sort of thing.
Stars, would you... can I help, or is this something you need to do?
Let me handle this. Go help the others. Oh, we didn't find the stone, I think. Did you look out here?
Right about that time, I think Lyra's head would pop out of the cave and she'd be like, "Did you want me to blow this thing up?"
The effigy she means.
What? Stay with Dench. No, I haven't looked out here. I was just trying to clean things up.
Oh god, Amelia's coming over. There goes all the fun.
Right when Lyra said, "Did you want me to blow this up?" Pain would be like, "Burn the entire place down."
No.
Yes,
no.
burn the heretics! Oh, sorry.
That's... Nope, nope. Okay.
I bet you do. It's an effigy.
We can, like the others?
Yep, just as gross. I almost threw up again.
Then we can, we'll dismantle it and give them some, respect.
So you don't want me to blow? I should have just done it.
You should have just done it.
Not if we don't know where the stones are.
It's not on the effigy.
I'm not gonna... Yeah, it's not on the effigy. I wasn't gonna blow up the whole cave. I'm not sure I'm that capable yet, but...
Remember when we did, the last martial dispel?
That was on an hour ago.
Yeah,
Speaking of, we didn't find one.
yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, just show me what you've found. Uh, and she, like, starts to head into the cave, like, takes one step in, just pauses for a moment, mutters, "Oh, stars preserve us," and then will go into the depths.
Okay. So yeah, there
Lyra-
is like a wave of stench that kind of hits you as you walk in, Amelia, and as you're looking around, your dark vision doing its, its dirty work and keeping everything really kind of dim and grungy looking. It's like, God, this place is what the fuck? And you start to notice like the skeleton piles, and Lyra kind of beelines for the effigy, and you can kind
Yeah,
of
she
see
just
that.
points.
I assume she was, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
she went straight to the effigy, but stopped, like, actually probably one back and just points at it.
Understood.
Oh, lots of
I really don't want to stay in here any longer than I have to.
um how okay. At a glance, are there like blood and guts and flies and stuff? Or are these like picked clean bones?
So right there, what you're looking at is picked clean bones. Yep.
Okay.
Lyra would have turned around to look at Canis and finally noticed that section up there. Did we
Same.
go up there, Canis?
Boy, I was really thinking you guys were just gonna
Huh?
walk right
He's
the
gonna-
fuck out of here and go all the way back to town and be like, I don't know what the fuck you were talking about. 4 sessions later. We gotta go back!
We wouldn't have left. Lyra would have stayed until we found it.
He's gonna turn around. Oh, no, we haven't.
It would have been great if you
I
guys
guess
had a
so.
lantern lit, because that dark vision would have been eaten up and you might have seen it.
Oh.
So, you guys walk around the fucking corner. As, Amelia, what are you doing? Were you walking down towards the effigy, or are you just following these two idiots?
Amelia pauses, like, wait, are we going down towards the effigy
Well,
or up there?
You deal with the effigy. We're going over here.
No, let's not
What's
split up.
over there?
This is pretty
I
sure
don't
the
know.
crazy bone is up here.
Okay, what is everybody actually doing, though? I
We're
need to know.
going to the north.
Okay, and Amelia?
Amelia was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. She'll follow.
And you,
'Cause
oh,
she
okay. I was gonna
doesn't
say you can
trust
do
us.
whatever you want. I'll split you. It's no problem. Okay, so you guys, as you walk up over into this area, Canis, you see what probably appears to you to be a massive fucking rat's nest. It is just an absolute nest of busted pieces of, like, it looks like fallen logs and, like, thick tree bark with matted fur, shit, piss, organs, rotting meat. There's some bones from some sort of skeletal structure, and among all of this, you also happen to notice a bunch of glinting coins kind of stuck in and or around the nest, and a few other things, including what appears to be a very familiar looking hourglass sticking out of the muck, and a couple of small glowing green shards.
Don't touch
Yo.
anything, Canis.
He'll just kind of sigh and be like, I found both the things. Both the hourglass and the rocks. Bones.
Great. Okay.
Guess the rats had him.
Let me work on the disc. If you guys can, if you want to handle the effigy while I work on the disc, it's going to take me about 10 minutes. She's back into, like she was being kind of the goofy Lyra. Now that this is in front of her, you notice she's back to stone-faced.
Where's the holy water?
Flask. Actually, take this from me. I don't know what I'm doing with it.
Well, I was going to ask if I could have it, so that works.
And she's down to business. She starts setting up the ritual, hands it over. Like, she doesn't even look. She's like handing it up to you.
Oh, no, I'm over here. Oh, thank you.
Okay,
That being said, Amelia doesn't have the greatest track record with these stones.
Don't touch the stone.
Amelia is going to look down at Canis, and And she's going to, you're right. But what I do have is thumbs and the ability to not cast that ritual.
Screw you on the thumbs. I can carry those stones just fine. No,
Put 'em
I
in
don't
your
want
mouth.
to. I'm not going to, but I could.
Put them in your mouth.
Don't you challenge me? I
No, you do make a good point though, and Amelia is going to take off her sword, which the belt was mostly what was keeping her armor together, and she's going to set her sword down.
Before she takes off her sword, he'll say, "Look, either way, if I pick this up, I won't be able to, like, fight. So you can probably keep your weapon."
This is mostly so that you can bite me
Excuse
if
me.
those stones do
Hi.
affect me. Yes.
Hey,
So
nobody's
Lyra stops her
touching it.
ritual abruptly.
Well, I was setting up, but nobody's touching it. I have mage hand, okay? Everybody, do your thing.
You
I
have
got it.
Wait, is
you
this
have-
new?
What?
Oh, sorry, I'm asking. That was more kind of an out of character. That was
Yeah,
the new
yeah,
thing.
I leveled.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you didn't tell anybody though, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay. She's just okay. Sorry, Lyra moment. The intellectual is just like, hey, bitches, I have this thing that I can just do now, and this is news to everyone, including the DM. Sorry.
Well, you could. You. What is mage hand? You mean like what?
A magical hand that will appear and do what I tell it to do, like pick up the crazy stone and put it on the disc that I will also magically bring to life.
Oh, your grandpa loved that spell.
know.
Yeah, okay. I wish you told us about it earlier, though.
What fun would that have been?
One,
Touche.
that disc, you had to do a lot of focusing on the timing of before, not
Right, once an hour.
maintaining. But okay, that hand, are you going to be able to do both?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can do both, and I could also, I don't know, have a witch bolt going if I wanted. A little risky, but I could.
A what?
The magical
The
spell
big
that I did.
zappy thing that happened to the big cat.
Oh. Thank you. You have cast a lot of spells, and
I
I
do
don't
that.
understand most of them. They're very different than mine.
We should have a conversation.
Do you want to do that now, or do you want to get out of here?
Maybe after we're like on the. Okay. She's gonna start the ritual.
Foreboding music intensifies.
You saw the like head shaking of no, don't have a conversation.
Yeah, no, look, listen, there's a lot of things happening
Do you
here.
want to get out of this cave?
Okay, so
So we don't. So you, to Canis, then she's gonna work on making a plan. So you know this mage hand, tensor's hand.
Mage hand.
Okay. This mage hand. So that'll be able to take the stones.
Probably.
There's no. Looks like there's just one way in or out of this area. Do you want to? Would you be willing to help me take down the effigy?
He like narrows his eyes, definitely thinks about it for a second. I don't have thumbs.
Correct. But you do have sharp teeth and claws. You can
Alright,
also
fine.
help look to see if things are going to. Thank you.
I will supervise. And then he will follow. He's not going to supervise, he will help. But he says he will supervise.
Thank you. And so while Lyra's doing that, Amelia's going to do the same things that she did before: dismantle the effigy, gather the bodies, and then once the bodies are handled, she's going to Canis?
This sounds bad, but
Is that one of your magical words appearing thing?
if you can see it, then no. So I think I let go accidentally.
oh, are you talking about the thing that just popped up? Oh, the word. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about the cool ritual circle I just dropped on Lyra.
Nope, I was focused. After the bodies would have been gathered and after she dismantled,
Oh,
Amelia
actually,
was asking about the words on the
okay.
wall.
So yeah, as you go down there, by the way, as far as the effigy is concerned, so you guys are gonna break down the effigy, correct? Yes.
Well, is it like the other ones have been?
So it is, but they are not strapped to a pole. They are strapped. They are glued essentially to this stone with like this weird dark gray slime and animal feces, and they are not skeletal. They are partially decomposed humanoids. 3 of them.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, Amelia probably would. But she's going to, as she gets closer. Oh, yeah, supervising might not be a bad idea on this one.
Yeah, I don't think my nose can take that.
Okay, so you start to break them down, Amelia.
Yeah,
It's easy. It's
delicate
easy
as-
enough. Yeah. Again, they're still intact. There is nothing. I mean, there are some again superficial wounds, and there are some life-ending wounds. But when they were put on, they were completely kind of like in. They were completely connected. So, as that's happening, though, let me see one thing. Okay, disregard. Okay, yeah. So you successfully break them down.
Yeah. And at this point, I want to make sure that because of Lyra's thing, I do still have my sword.
Yep, you do have your sword.
Cool.
Yep, and your
Perfect.
shield.
Holy water would be back in.
Correct.
In my bag. Perfect. Okay. Then those bodies plus the other bodies, corpses, etc. I'll bring them near the entrance of the cave. And I know that's
Okay.
going to take some time.
No, not too much, because again, there's some scattered bones here and here. There's a corpse here and a corpse here, plus the 3. So I mean, you could carry him over there by the time with it easily within the 10 minutes that it would take Lyra to do her ritual.
Okay. Perfect. Then I'll wait for her to be done with that before I ask about the words.
Okay. No, that's fine, because you're gonna have to walk over here. You're gonna have to walk over here in order to grab that corpse, so you can easily see the words. So bear with me one moment. So yeah, as you walk past, and Canis kind of points it out, you see this written on the wall in common, in blood.
Yeah, so that's her. Canis, is that one of your magic word things?
Amelia is written in blood, and you can see it. No.
What what does it mean?
No clue. I've gone through, I think, about 4 languages and can't figure it out. Everything's written in common, but it doesn't make any sense. Backwards, forwards.
Okay, that's great. I don't suppose I would have ever heard anything about cryptic blood wall messages in any of my church teachings, etc. before, right?
Make a religion check.
Pretty sure that one's not in the book.
With a nat 20, you have absolutely 100% never heard of blood cryptic messages ever written on anything in the Celestian Church. Full stop. But great
yeah,
nat 20.
I knew it wasn't going to be a Celestian thing. I wasn't sure if it was in the Evil Gods 101 lessons. So. Okay.
Oh no! Well, not from what you've written, or not from what you've read so far. But you may, put that aside for something to research.
Yeah, if that was in the Celestian teachings, I would have a very different character right now.
Take the blood of your... Yeah, hey, we could have fun with that paladin. You just
What
do
do
whatever
mean?
the
This
fuck
one's
you
not
want.
fun?
Well, you know, you got rules.
Yo, so is Groom's looking for a pal?
All right. So you take note of this weird message on the wall, and you guys carry all of the corpses up to the mouth of the cave, and then you're circling back around to Lyra.
Yep, with the brief poking the head out to let Pain know that we are still alive, that there was another part of the cave, and that Lyra's doing magic.
And Pain, are you still out there kind of preparing the funeral pyre for Dalinar?
Yeah, with to properly do it, how long would it take? Like, I'm debating, do I do it here right now, or I'd also carry him all the way back to the camp and do it there.
Yeah, so here's the thing. In order to, like, burn a body all the way with nothing but wood as your fuel, potentially wet wood considering it's winter, it's gonna take probably, like, 16 to 20 hours. So you could do it here. You could set it up here if you want to go chop down the wood and do your thing. But knowing that you have a spot that is protected by, like, druidic magic, just a half day's travel to the east, that would probably make more sense.
Yep, so Payne had started kind of moving in that direction and then changed his mind. I was thinking that too. I was like, oh, it's gonna take a while. So after cleaning up the body as best he can with what he's got, pack up the Dalinar's equipment and that sort of thing and be ready for the travel he's expecting back to camp.
Okay. All right, perfect. Yeah, so you would see Amelia pop her head out when you're kind of like, fuck, this is not going to work here. We need to get our shit together. And by the way, this whole time, between Amelia and Payne being outside, kind of like by yourselves, Dench is still sitting there, and he has kind of started to rock back and forth, his eyes still completely dilated, looking ahead, and his hands just, the same motion over and over. And it's like a 60-second cycle. Of him doing some sort of cleaning process, but he doesn't stop. Okay. Amelia, you pop your head back in. You and Kane has come back to... I'm going to just pop you guys up there. And you are now at the rat nest. And suddenly... Lyra's magic circle erupts with a cascade of energy, and before her appears the disc. Spins up into existence.
Okay. Now, nobody touched the nest. And she's going... I'm going to cast Mage Armor. Not Mage Armor.
He's like, what? Bitch, you already got Mage Armor. You're good for like another 5 hours.
Mage Hand. It's like a habit now. I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Tensor's Armor, Tensor's Hand. Okay. All right. So yeah, so the disc kind of pops up. You would see the ethereal tether kind of wrap around your waist so that it follows you at X amount of feet. And then you cast Mage Hand, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to tell the class how that goes? Because you have not done this yet, and I was surprised, even though you've told me like twice that you had that as a spell.
So, she would, with her right hand, she would trace some sigils in the air. I would use it, but I am using it for push talk. But she traced some sigils in the air, and then, she kind of puts her hand out like this, and there's a sort of like an image almost of it, a magical like image of it that comes up. And with Canis having said that it was her grandfather's like favorite, I'd actually like to think that maybe there's like a clockworky kind of thing to it, as that was kind of his thing. So there's like gear, like clock gears that are part of the magic that's making it.
Okay.
Steampunk hand.
Yeah, steampunk hand. Yeah.
All right, so steampunk hand steampunks, and you grab the... Yeah, I'm assuming you command it, you puppeteer it to grab the stones?
So first I'm gonna have it pull the Yeah, the stones, it will eventually, but that's really cool that you had it separated out like that.
Oh my god, listen, what you
Yeah.
see is what you get, baby, okay?
And then with it
Also,
being
do you
as-
like did you guys zoom in on the hourglass? Did you see that I took the image from what I showed you the first time and turned it into a an icon, like an actual
Yeah, that's very cool.
yeah.
We'll see it better in the daylight, but hell yeah.
You will definitely, I could even probably daylight it for you right now. You know what? I'll tell you what. You've all been good. I'll daylight it for you. There you go.
Oh, turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, don't do that.
no,
Ignore
don't
her.
turn it off.
She's a hater.
There's
I'll
so many corpses and blood splatters.
You know what? It's if somebody lit a fucking torch, you guys would just see all of this all the time. And it's funny because everyone is so excited about their dark vision, but dark vision doesn't give you any better vision.
Black and white TV.
It's black and white TV. Yep. Which is why I decided to do it.
I just don't have enough free hands for it.
Yeah.
For a lantern. That's my big thing.
You don't need a lantern. Have somebody cast light.
I'm not doing that. I got mage hand. So I'm gonna use the mage hand with as gross as the nest is to kind of dig through it and pull anything worth taking. I know you said there's.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and give me an investigation check? Also, how long does mage hand last?
1 minute, so I would just read.
Okay, no, that's fine. No, yeah, it's fine. So you do it a couple times.
Can I-
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I insist her in the investigation? Oh, I'm not proficient. Never mind.
Well, not just that, but you're not casting mage hand.
Oh,
You can rummage through it. You want to rummage through it?
I mean, you
Fine.
you can.
No, no,
She just makes
hold on,
it
Candace. Candace, are you rummaging through it with the mage hand?
I was more thinking of like as it rummages, he's like watching for anything and like crosses.
Ah, got it on the perception end. Okay, nope, that is fine. Go ahead and Lyra, yeah, you can roll. You can roll with advantage
Alright, thank you.
because this is all visual, and you get advantage on visual rolls. So I'll give you that. Oh, 23. Jesus Christ, that's pretty good. Okay, so among the rat's nest, you find the following: 90 pieces of gold. You find a rolled up spell scroll that has been pissed on both sides, but is still a spell scroll. You find the fragments of the shard and the hourglass from what you've seen before, like the one that is pretty common. Also, to be clear, as the hourglass lifts up, it sets down. There are what appears to be 10 tongues on the top portion. As you set it down, one tongue drops down, leaving 9, and vanishes into the portal below. So 90 gold and a spell scroll.
Okay. Oh, see, that's why we use the mage hand. There's a PP scroll.
Did you just say fucking PP scroll?
Yes, I did.
They got me.
That is really gross. Not surprising at all. Okay. Let's get outside because I'm really worried about both Pain and Dench. And
Okay, so just really quickly though, we stated what was in the pile.
Yes,
Nobody
I'm
said they were
grabbing it.
picking it up. Okay, so
I'm-
you're grabbing it with your normal hand.
yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay. Got it.
This is disgusting.
It is fucking filthy. Yep. Okay.
Real gross. Alright.
So you scoop up the 90 gold, the fragments, they're already on the disc, and the hourglass is on the disc, and then you grab the PP scroll, and I assume you just tossed it on the disc too, because that's pretty gross.
That's what I was gonna do.
Full of
yeah.
PP.
If I could do it with the mage hand, then that would have been ideal.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. We'll say. I mean, it's a cantrip. You can do it with the mage hand.
Alright, I added the 90 gold to the party inventory.
Got it. To party, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
The coin purse of the pocket
The
plane?
coin purse, yep.
So that puts you up to 24... 30... 24...
2462.
2462.
And then 524 silver and 105 copper.
Got it.
And then the
Okay.
other stuff, I'll just
And then
add to
PP
the-
scroll.
And the PP scroll will go in the...
You can just put that in a temporary note if you want to. Just to, I mean, we've got it in chat here, so you can. I assume you guys will be identifying that on the walk.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, at some point.
Okay, so regardless of that, you guys exit the cave. Give me one moment. Okay, So, you guys exit. The disc is with you. I'm not going to drag it back out here just for the sake of brevity, to give us a little bit more time. I'm also going to delete a fuckload of these things. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put them on the map. Perfect. Oh, they disappeared. Oh, you know why? Because I had them sent to back. So when they changed to the map layer, they went under the map layer. That's okay. Not a big deal. So you guys come out. Lyra, as you are walking out, Amelia, you're walking out. Amelia, you didn't have anything else, by the way, right? Inside the cave? Any weird religious shit I should know about, or...
Nothing weird and religious there. I did have one, kind of a... I guess I'm asking for a semi-passive thing.
Okay,
I had
lay it on me.
later noticed, on the map, one of these stones looked odd. I don't know if it's something... On the right side, there was a larger stone that looked whitish gray a little bit.
It's because it was an object I placed on the map after the map was created. So it was an object from... Okay, so let me back this up. I create all these maps in Dungeon Alchemist. So I put that object in here as an asset from Roll20 that I purchased as something to fill the space. So it looks out of place, but was still technically just a rock. Also, somebody had already investigated that rock, and there was nothing wrong with it. So, yeah, it's just a rock. Even if you glance at it, you're like, nah, that's just a big boulder.
Perfect.
That's a nice boulder.
I don't trust your maps. I look at all the things.
You know what? That makes me so happy because sometimes I lay things on the map very particularly that just fuck you guys. Like when Canis walked into that gas bladder trap. That was like the most simple thing I've ever set up, and I was like, you son of a bitch. No offense, Canis. I see you shaking your head over there. He's like, God damn that fucking thing.
Yeah, my exact thoughts.
All right, so everybody gets...
Does not like being investigated.
Right. Yeah, no, not at all. Okay, so everybody... I'm just going to move you guys up a little bit so that I can shift my screen just a hair. So everybody gets back up. You guys see Payne kind of... he is, at this point, kind of like preparing Dalinar's corpse. I don't know if he actually said that name or not, but his friend's corpse... oh, he did. Okay, good. I was very careful about never saying that name up until it was, like, really necessary. So he is preparing the corpse, what appears to be for transport, as you guys are exiting. And Dench has shifted ever so slightly to be sitting next to him, but still up against the rock, and he is still kind of rocking back and forth. Weird thing, though, Canis and Lyra, as you guys come outside, you realize something that you maybe not have noticed before. The Tinker Twins are in his hands, and he is in the process of furiously cleaning them with both the ramrod and with the mechanical the mechanical parts where he pops it open, reaches in with cloths, and he's going through the same process you saw before, Canis and Payne. But as you guys all collectively look back at him, the Tinker Twins are in his hand.
Canis will turn to Lara and be like, didn't you say you had that in your bag?
I thought I did.
So Lyra, as you...
Check.
She's gonna put her back, like pull her backpack around.
Yeah,
bring it back.
you whip your backpack around, kind of do the front load backpack. You pop the top open. As you pull the cinch on it, you look in. Sure as shit, the cloth is in there, but the Tinker Twins are gone.
She looks over at the religious people. What?
Canis just narrows his eyes. I didn't see him take it.
Maybe he didn't. Okay. How we doing, Dench?
He doesn't say a word. He continues to rock back and forth, and he is furiously cleaning the Tinker Twins. And his eyes are about the size of quarters. The pupils.
Hayne, has he said anything? Yeah, we will. Hayne, has he said anything, or where did he get that?
The oh, jeez, where didn't you take those pistols?
Well, yeah, I mean, I sure did. It was in my backpack until about a second ago. Well, longer than how long is? Well, you don't know.
Your
No, this is
dad's a
fine.
better crafter than you or I expected, I guess.
No, I knew he was good.
Then he's really good.
Okay, so hey, Dench, do you want to have a seat on Tensor's disc?
No. Don't put him there.
Probably not with the stones, though.
Well, I
You
figured
wanna put
after
them
we
in the
have it in the
holy
holy
water?
water, yeah. That's fine though. I mean, if he's gonna walk with us, it's not a big deal. She looks really concerned. She's like just kind of watching him.
Candace
need
looks
to-
concerned for a different reason.
We need to get him back. Okay, holy water those stupid bones. Please. I
You
said
put them in
please.
with Mage Hand.
Yeah, I will. But we need to. Are they gonna fit inside the flask? Okay, he says yes. The powers that be. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you guys found them. Where in the where did you find them?
There was a corner that none of us turned.
I must have been distracted.
You had good reason to be.
Yeah, I'm
And
glad
this
you
is
found them.
Not
Let's-
a light thing to undertake any part of this.
Yeah, let's get moving soon. We should be out of this place. And I think Dench would follow or walk with us.
And then one way to find out.
Okay.
As long as we don't
Well,
move fast.
let's. I'm gonna cast the mage hand again, and use it to place the stones into the flask of holy water.
Which Amelia will open and
Yeah,
make
well,
sure
put-
it doesn't.
Yeah, put the flask down on the disc so that way you're not even having to touch that.
Assuming the flask is one that will stand up on its own, she will do that. If not, we are not spilling this, and she'll figure something out there.
All right.
Hold it by, like, the
Sorry.
bottom area.
He said it was like a bottle, basically.
You're talking about the flask? Yeah, it's like a flask. Has y'all ever listen?
no,
has
no.
nobody here ever been drunk on a flask?
Well, no, but the question.
No?
Is if it will- no, I haven't. If it would stand
What?
up on its own.
I know your prior. You guys never drank flasks?
No, we just.
God, we used to get fucked up. Oh yeah, these people over here drinking fifths. I was too poor for fifths. I drank
We
flasks.
had a little shot dispenser. You could put 5 fifths in it.
Oh!
Spin it.
Oh, must have been nice to live in the burbs, babe.
That was actually in DeKalb. We would spin it, and then you'd stop it with a pencil, and you had to do the shot. and it
No,
was
that
awesome
sounds
Bacardi
terrible.
151.
Yeah, because when you start hitting Malort,
Oh,
I don't-
Bacardi 151.
We never had flasks. We'd just go out to the woods with our mason jars and
oh
moonshine?
take a few.
yeah, look at his beard. His beard is a product of old school moonshine.
Come on. You
you-
can't be. Yeah, it sucks that you're right.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Walk me through this really quickly, though. You guys are doing.
So if it will stand up on its own.
Yes.
Lyra told Amelia
The
to
flask.
set it. Yes, she told
On
her
the
to set
disc.
it on the disc.
Yeah, of course it
Leave it
will.
alone, so that way she's not touching it when the stones.
And
go
you
in.
pop the top off. Yeah, the disc. Look, the disc hovers. That's the interesting thing about the disc. It will go down even steep slopes without any tipping whatsoever. The problem is when you get to a certain angle, it foosh, it just vanishes.
Disappears, yeah.
So it is perfectly level right now. Yes.
So once she does that, then I will use Mage Hand to place the stones into the flask, and then, if possible, I'll have it close it.
Okay. Yeah, that works no problem. As you drop the stones one by one into the water, the third fragment hits, and as Lyra goes to twist the top on with the mage hand, which you see does have some fine motor skill dexterity, right? Because it can open doors, it can do a whole lot of things. As it twists the top on, you notice that the semi-translucent sides kind of like flash bright green, and then the water, the holy water itself, kind of turns brackish. You can still see the stones, the fragments inside. They are glowing, but the holy water itself is now like a dark brackish color.
Lyra would have been like squatted down looking, and she would have been like, "You nasty little shits."
Still talking about the stones?
Yeah.
That's not a small thing to be able to do. Okay.
Yeah, Mage Hand is pretty great. You can do all sorts of things with it.
And Amelia says this with no like sarcasm at all. I assume it's one of the tensors then. It's remarkable.
Yeah. Pretty much all of the useful things that don't do a ton of damage, Tensor came up with in one way or another. All right.
Okay, so you guys so Tensor's disc is up. You have the hourglass and the flask, which has all three things in it. You have collected the money and the spell scroll. You are outside. Dench is kind of sitting there, you know, not bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. He's more like dim-eyed and, I don't know, sludgy-tailed? I don't know what the fuck he is. He's not doing good, though. And there are a shitload of dead wolves, displacer beasts, and a dude in a brown robe around you. What do you do?
Lyra would try to guide Dench with a gentle hand on his arm. She's trying not to spook him,
Okay.
and but she's just trying to make sure he stays with them.
Why don't you make a persuasion check for me?
Okay.
Yeah, well, you built that character, not me. Sorry. I'm trying. I don't know what to do. In 11? Okay, go ahead. 11's not good, but it's not bad.
I know.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, burn your inspiration. Make sure you check off your inspiration.
I do.
For anybody who used the inspiration.
That's better.
You guys know I give
Oh,
that.
it's
Oh,
made
that
to
is
my
not
screen.
better. Oh,
It's made to
too
my
bad you were
screen.
lost. Yeah,
Bullshit.
you
Fucking dice.
So you walk over to Dench. You kind of touch his arm, and he like freezes mid cleaning of the Tinker Twins, and he looks at you, and you see his pupils from full dilation kind of like go to pinprick and then to normal for a minute, and he goes, no, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm good. What do we? Oh boy. And then he looks over at Payne, kind of preparing the corpse to travel. Oh no. And he kind of looks around the battlefield. Oh, wow, we did some work here, didn't we?
We sure did. You helped. See?
Oh no. What'd we get from this piece of shit? He kind of nods over towards the dude who was out with all of the animals.
I was gonna ask if anybody's searched his body, and
Nope.
is somebody carrying the flask, or is it on the desk?
It's on the disc.
No, of course no one looted it. We left Dench and Amelia outside. Dench was preoccupied, and Amelia is Amelia.
Canis, take a DM inspiration. That is so fucking you.
What? Why would I have searched the bodies of the fallen?
Or anything
Right.
useful.
Payne will go search the body, kind of grumpily, like, I've got enough to worry about, but I'll do this.
Okay, so you look down at this individual. It is a male. He is a human. As you kind of pull the hood back on him, he is dressed in brown robes, and again, he's wielding a long sword. It's like a black. You've never seen this before, Payne. It's crazy because you are specialized in. I mean, you're a fucking dwarf. You know, you know dwarven technology. You know arms and armor. Okay, and as you look at this individual, he has this long sword that is this black iron of some sort, but it's got like a sickle hook on it. He doesn't have a whole lot on him besides the robes and a shitload of wounds, but he has a small pack on his side, like a small satchel on his side. You in the satchel, you find 20 silver pieces. You find some wound dressing supplies, a water skin which is completely empty, and you find a day's worth of rations, which appear to be dried, unidentified meat. And as you look them over, go ahead and give me an investigation check, Payne. An 8? Okay, I mean, an 8's not great, but it's not... I mean, that's just under average, so you don't find anything special, but you do notice that as you're kind of looking him over and kind of like, you know, looking up and under the robes and making sure that, you know, everything is intact, which it is not. His head is not intact completely. You do notice that he does have a ring on his finger. It is a silver banded ring, and it has a red jewel on the top of it.
Okay, so how Payne goes about this is he's pretty grumpy, but the sword, he picks up the sword, goes, oh, that's interesting, backpacks it. Pouch of gold, he looks at it, or silver, gives it a toss towards Lyra without really saying anything. Healing cloths, he'll stuff in a pocket. Ration, stuffs in a pocket. The ring, he'll pull it off, look at it, pocket, and then he goes back over to Dalinar.
Okay. So you guys see him kind of pick this person apart. You see him pocket the ring. He tosses the wound, or he tosses the. You said the silver, right? Is what you were.
Yeah,
tossing?
the little pouch of money.
Okay, so yeah, Lyra, you have 20 silver there. So you should have 544.
Yep.
Okay, so you take the silver, and then you guys see him pocket the ring, and the wound dressing you can add. So, Payne, you can add a long sword to your inventory, as well as a healer's kit with 1 charge.
Okay.
All right, and that is what you guys find.
Oh, the rations, was that anything worth?
Yeah, it's
like
it's,
a day,
yeah, it's 1
day
day's worth
ration?
of rations
Okay,
if you want to add
1
it.
day's rations.
Yeah,
Yep.
so if you guys want to add that to your inventory, or whoever wants to add that to their inventory.
It just kind of hit me as a thing that Payne would do if it was like dried meats. As he's like digging through this, he'd just like grab the dried meat and just like start chewing on it while he's packing everything up. So he'll just eat that 1 ration.
Okay, yeah, then you're good for the day. Yeah, it feels good.
And then Payne looks ready to start the march.
Would I have noticed if you?
Yeah,
Because he's kind of-
everybody, yeah, everyone's watching him do this.
Would I have seen the ring and stuff though? Since I'm not.
I mean,
like...
it's pretty clear that he pulls the ring off the finger and puts it in his pocket.
That didn't look like anything, Payne. Is that something you want me to look at later?
Yeah, later. It's just not worth spending time on right now. It's probably just a ring.
Okay.
Here.
We'll look at it later.
And he'll just pull it out of his pocket half-heartedly and toss that at her too. And it's a
Oh.
toss. It's not like, here, put it in her hand. It's like, oh, yeah, whatever. Here.
Get this the fuck out of my sight.
Yeah, he's just like
I
ready to
wasn't
go.
challenging you, to be clear.
No, I'm just ready. Let's get going. Sorry.
It's okay.
Um,
She'll kind of look over toward his dead friend's body.
so, I know we need to get going, but there are a number of bodies here and a number of bodies still in the cave. They, in addition to your friend, kind of looks towards Payne there, they should also be laid to rest.
Usually I would agree and be willing to spend the time, but can we just burn the whole cave and send their bodies on their way?
No offense, but I don't think that's our territory. We know a druid. This is their forest and their territory.
That's
Not
also
really
fair.
ours to decide.
How about we send them back to take care of the bodies? Perhaps some of the bodies there they will know and be able to perform a better ritual than we can.
Or do whatever druids do with bodies.
We're not far from where Gorn and Pearl are, right? We should be able to at least mark this. Well, it's not necessarily her territory either. She said that where her grove, her sacred space, I don't know
She
what
said
the
she contained
term
this
is.
area, so this is probably still in her grove. She
But-
said she sealed it off, I believe.
Goran said that he could feel where it stopped, and that was further back.
Well, either way, this is their forest.
And she sent
I-
rangers out here, and I don't know.
I just
I
want
think
to
it's
make sure we
best-
can at least mark it clearly so that it can be handled. Dunch, you're normally a better hand at the map than I am. Do you think you can help communicate where this is?
Yeah, let me, give me a second here. And he pulls the map out and kind of sits down on the ground and starts to kind of try to triangulate where exactly you guys are at. Anybody doing anything in that pause? You see his hands are still kind of shaky.
He and I have worked through doing map stuff together with the stars a few times. So I'll try and help if I can,
Yeah. Yep.
based off of where we were before.
Yep, and you will give him advantage. So let me get this roll out. Oh shit, that is a nat 20.
Very nice.
He kind of, even with his hand shaky and you kind of guiding him, he notes the point and he kind of circles where it is, and he goes, yeah, I think this is about right. Yeah, right here. All right, yeah, we're good.
During all this, Cadence is just kind of lying by Lyra's feet. And like typical 2 paws forward, like together, 2 paws backwards, stomach. And he hasn't like taken any shots at like Pain, oddly enough, or Dench, but is freely going for Amelia, which is like the only one.
So since I only have to, like, once, well, okay. Sorry, my brain's back on the words, and I have to cast another ritual to be able to comprehend languages to even try that. So what, like, if I have the opportunity to do that, once we're on the cart, then that's my only next thing.
So you guys don't have the cart here. It's not until you would get back to the camp, because you
Right.
left Pearl and Goran back at the camp. So unless you take time here.
No, I wouldn't do that here. Okay.
So, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so we're ready to go then, and your disc has enough time on it that that flask isn't going to fall to the ground and spill?
Well, it's closed. It shouldn't spill. If it does, I'll just use Mage Hand again to pick it back up. But I will have to, depending on how far out we are.
Yeah, you'll have to stop a few times to
Yeah.
recast it, because it's an hour, right?
Yeah, it's an hour.
Yeah, you'll have to stop a couple times.
So I'll have to stop no matter what to recast it for about 10 minutes each time.
Isn't
So-
it inert in the holy water? Isn't that what we were told?
Yeah, but well, we were also told that they don't really know if that's entirely true, so I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Okay, fair enough. Ready?
I am.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys begin to make your way east from this location, and over the next couple of hours, you guys do reach the clearing that you were at before. And you guys, you guys approach, and Goran is there, Pearl is there with the cart. The javelins are kind of still set as if they were in a defensive position, but obviously that is not entirely needed at this point. So you guys arrive, and Goran kind of nods to you as you approach through the brush.
Payne will give Goran a nod and just kind of keep walking through the circle. He's not faster than anybody, so but he is making his way towards the other side like he wants to keep moving.
What time is it when we get there?
That is a good question. One sec. So it's about 3 p.m. when you guys reach the clearing. So midway through the day.
I guess Payne wants to keep going. Are we gonna continue? Otherwise, we should stop him now, because you know how he gets.
And you guys know it'll take about a half a day to get from where you are to the replenishment camp.
Yeah, we probably should. I know that we want to hurry, and I'm sure he wants to help his friend, but well, she's gonna guide us through, right?
She said so, I believe.
Well, then maybe we should just do it. It's not fair to Payne to have to sit here with us.
Alright, then we keep going. Payne, hold up a second. We're on our way.
He'll slow down a little bit. Maybe he'll stop before he clears the clearing area. Yeah.
Okay, so Goran takes time, and he pulls javelins out, kind of situates them back. He hooks Pearl back up to the wagon with a little bit of help from Dench, though Dench is still pretty shaky, and you see Goran a couple of times kind of put his hands out and kind of like stop him to make it a quicker process. And then you guys progress east again, correct?
there's the path from the druid still?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
As soon as you
Then
step into the
follow that
woods, it
path.
opens up. Yep. Okay, so you guys continue to follow that path. It takes another half day or so, so you guys arrive back at the replenishment camp at about 9 p.m. So the stars have come out, and as you get there, I'll pull you back over here. And you guys come back into the encampment and situate yourselves however you see fit. Gorin goes down towards Pearl, sets her back up kind of where she was, and unhitches her. And you find yourselves in the replenishment encampment.
I guess
Pain.
I'll go get
Go ahead.
the
Go
druid.
ahead.
There's someone who
Pain-
remembers her name should actually come in.
Payne would lay Dalinar somewhere not in the living, working areas. Maybe over here, something like that. Somewhere non-obtrusive, but he would kind of hang out there with him.
Okay. So Tundra comes out of her tent and kind of approaches you guys. Looks you over, kind of all of you over. You've succeeded then in just shy of a day.
Yep. We did.
Can't say it wasn't rough.
It was very rough.
We did have to take down a displacer beast and a bunch of rats.
And wolves and dire wolves.
Incoming.
Mm.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate, and we will make sure that the appropriate rites take place. If we can reconvene on the location, I'm assuming you all have the location, yes?
Yes, Amelia's gonna kind of look towards Dench.
He kind of nods and he pulls the map out. I think we, yeah, here, right here, on the map, was where we were. She nods to it and she says, "Understood. And if it's safe, I will send a few of my remaining trackers to retrieve anything there. Did you happen to find my people?"
It's possible.
Some of them, though the conditions of the bodies aren't great.
I see.
Assume that it's still dangerous there, but the biggest threat should be gone. But we only took care of what we saw.
She kind of looks
And
down
we
towards the
we took the
corpse.
source of what's causing the animals to go mad.
She nods to you, and then she looks again towards the corpse that Payne brought back. And you only brought this one back.
This one is a friend from where I live, out in the wastelands far to the west. I was surprised to see him there, and I couldn't leave him, and we were in a hurry to get back.
We also
I'm sorry we couldn't bring all of your people. It's he just kind of loses his
If-
thoughts.
If I may, the others, when we were trying to decide how we should lay the others to rest, the others brought up the point that we aren't as familiar with what they would need or want. You know your people better than we could. The ones we came across, I laid their bodies out in the spot that Dench marked. It's horrible what happened. but we made haste as best we could so that we could tell you, and if we can help anymore, we gladly will, but we didn't want to be disrespectful.
No, it's quite all right. I only hoped to hear that you maybe had successfully identified my trackers, if nothing else. But that's all right. Thank you for what you've done. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm sure that those in Brackenford will be pleased to hear of your success. Take whatever time you need here before you move east, and let me know if there's anything that I can do for any of you.
Thank you. Does Dench still have the gun out? Like, has he had it in his hand the whole time?
No.
Okay.
About halfway through your guys' journey, he put it back in the holster, and he is still kind of shaky, but he is moving at a normal pace.
Dench, do you want to maybe sit by the fire for a few minutes or somewhere else?
Yeah. No, maybe that's well, maybe not by the fire.
Yeah,
maybe,
that's why I said maybe somewhere else.
Maybe I'll go hang out with Pearl for a little bit, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, of course.
He kind of starts to walk towards Pearl, kind of sits on a log over by Pearl, just kind of pets her mane.
Sorry to bother, but where are we keeping the hourglass?
It was on the disc.
Okay, and I'm assuming that's like close by you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like right up against her.
During our like half day of travel, I know that there were like, I think you said 9 tongues left. Well, before we traveled.
Yeah, there were 9
So
at the top.
have they like decreased? Like, I guess how rapidly did they decrease? Are they
They're
all gone now?
they're all gone. Yep. About halfway through the travel, they were all gone.
And nothing happened with the hourglass. It's still
Nope.
like
It is still
portal there.
Yep, it's still there.
And it's empty. There haven't been new ones.
Correct.
Miss Tundra, I do have a request. And this can wait if it's not appropriate for your circle, but I'd like to make a funeral pyre for my friend and commit his body to Morden, send him off to Morden the way we do.
No, that's fine. I think we can establish that here if you're sure that his body will be of no use to you.
I feel like he went down in battle. I know he fought a brave fight. I'm not
I
certain that he'd want to come back. I thought, and perhaps I'm wrong, that he's beyond what we could do for him.
That's maybe I was odd in the way that I said that. I would agree that he maybe wants to be sent to his maker, but have you spoken with him? Is there anything that needs to be said, or any questions that need to be asked of him before you send him? Because once you build a funeral pyre, that is it.
Payne kind of seems baffled at the idea of speaking to a dead person. Like it just hadn't crossed his mind as something that could happen. Speaking with the dead?
Yes, it's something that, well, I have the ability to do it. Not on my own accord, of course, but I have provisions from the maguses in Brackenford, and she pulls a small pouch from around her waist and digs through it, and she pulls out a scroll. If you're interested, and I mean no offense, as I am incapable of understanding the ways of your people, but if you'd like to speak with him, I could sell you a scroll that would at least cover my costs if you'd like to have a conversation before you built your funeral pyre, but there is no pressure on my end.
Payne's eyes kind of light up at that, and he goes, Morden did say I should speak with him. Give me some time. That, like I said, this isn't in a rush. I'll get back to you. Thank you. Thank you for the offer.
Yes, of course.
It's so it may not be any of my business, but I believe before you mentioned reincarnation. I think it was. I can't fully remember what you called it. Something about people coming back, but maybe not as themselves. Is that on the table of services you offer?
It is something that I can do. I can reincarnate, but I cannot guarantee that this individual would be brought back as the same lineage that he was born as.
Is there a limit to that? Like
Well,
a day limit?
a day limit?
I think Payne or Amelia said something about like things not working after a certain amount of time.
Oh, well, as long as this individual has not been deceased for... Oh. Give me a moment. As long as this individual has not been dead for more than 10 days or so, we could probably manage it.
It's at least very close to that amount of time, from what I could tell. Again, how much for the scroll, and how much would you need for the resurrection? I'm sure that is quite expensive.
Well, for the scroll, normally I would have to charge at least 200 gold, as that is what cost us here. But for you and for what you've done for us, I could drop that to 150. And I'll take the hit myself as payment, as I don't have much more to offer than that. As far as the reincarnation, I could attempt it, but that is going to cost about 1,000 gold pieces in very rare unguents and oils. But I could perform it whenever.
Thank you. Perhaps what I'll do is spend some time in prayer and think about this.
Lyra would clear her throat. Payne, just so you know, if you feel like that's the right choice, I'm okay with it.
Thank you. It appears if we go that way, I may not be out of your debt quite yet.
Like we all owe each other a little something at this point.
Perhaps we do.
That being said, you said you aren't certain if he's on the edge. I'm like, if he is capable of coming back. Like, I don't know. Just want to have the ability to make sure. I'm not a doctor.
If we're making a list of people who are doctors, don't put my name on it.
Perhaps Miss Tundra is the best one to ask of that. I examined him, and it's. Uh, I'm just. I'm just not sure.
So Tundra walks over to the corpse on the ground, and she leans down and she kind of lifts his head up and around, checks the wounds, kind of feels his skin. Well, unfortunately, it looks like he's been gone now for probably 13 or so days. So I think we are outside of the realm of my reincarnation capabilities. But again, if you'd like to at least have a conversation, you're more than welcome to. If not, we would happily assist you in building a funeral pyre.
Thank you. And I'm going to spend some time thinking and praying, and if we're going to bother his soul, then I want to have good questions for him.
Understood. Let me know if there's anything that I can assist you with then. And she kind of nods to you guys, and she goes back into her tent. And at 10:01, I think that is where we will go ahead and end today's session. And prepare ourselves for next week when we have Kevin joining us.
He's in chat right now.
Is he?
He said, "Oh God, who died?" I thought about screwing with him, but I decided not to. Yes, it is a terrifying thing to roll into. Surprise!
Surprise.
We took good care of you.
Yep. All
And your
right.
body.
Okay, so before we end for the evening, does anybody else have anything for me?
Yeah, I have a question
Sure.
that I've thought of. And it's kind of been bugging me since the reincarnation thing. I think we talked about it before Canis was made, but being a familiar, if he dies, do I can I come back via like revivify or raise dead or something?
Yeah, revivify, raise dead, resurrection, true resurrection, wish, absolutely.
Reincarnation?
Reincarnate, no.
Ah.
You are incapable of being brought back as something other than what you are at this point.
Okay, cool. I was just wondering because I remember you being like back then saying, if you die, there's no like find familiar back or anything like that. You're dead.
Yeah, and as things have kind of evolved and as things evolve, there may be other opportunities for you, but for right now, reincarnated is kind of the one thing that is out of your control.
No thumbs for you, Lucy.
No, I'm getting those thumbs. It's just gonna take a side quest.
Oh god.
Why, you have teeth?
It's true.
Would I be able to wield the sword? I'm stabbing your toes.
There's a reason I'm in heavy armor all the time.
I have questions, but I think it's gonna be for Dench, and I think his answer is gonna be I don't know. So
Okay. All right. Then we will go ahead and end tonight's session here, my friends, and we will see you all next week on Sunday, Easter Sunday, for session 25.
Oh yeah.
25 already. Wow.
I know, it's
Yeah.
crazy. All right, guys, have a great week. If you need anything from me between now and then, please send me a message, and yeah, we'll get your questions answered. Hopefully.
Good night, everybody.
good night.
Night.
All right, so let's go ahead and find someone to raid. All right, let's see who we got. Wow, not many people. Holy smokes. Hex, Dixie Kerosene, and Uchu. Uchu's playing WoW. I don't know who the hell Dixie Kerosene is. I don't remember following that person. Oh, wow. This person is in the middle of an absolutely massive dungeon. So we will go ahead and raid Uchu, because Uchu's fun. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you back next week for session number 25. Have an excellent week, and yeah, we'll see you then.
Fecal swap.
Drop that. Oh.
So as soon as these go up, you just hot swap and then jump.
That was arranged. Really got dropped under that box.
Yeah, it probably was mine, sorry.
After the first ones, anybody can get that debuff. So we just have to be careful that we're not going down. Are there ads on normal to put those? I don't see any ads.